Drakkenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakkenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, three unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
Good evening and welcome to Drakkenheim. This is our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game with the Dungeon Dudes. That's me, Dungeon Master Monty Martin.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crowe, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. And we're joined today by our good friends
Jill Denitis, playing Veo Sjena, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger / Rogue.
And Joe O'Gorman, playing Pluto Jackson, the human battle master.
Tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim is sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. And they've sent us a fantastic collection of their premium metal... Oh no! Tumbling dice. To use at their game tonight. I am still really on about these gold dice. I've been rolling them for a couple weeks now, and I'm starting to get a little too used to them. I'm one of those people that I pick a set of dice. Like, it's like monogamy for dice. And so I've become quite attached to these ones so far. So they've been rolling really well for me as well. We're giving away a free set of their Skull Splitter dice every month to one lucky viewer as well. So if you follow us on Twitch or subscribe to us on YouTube, all you have to do is follow the link in the description below, and that will confirm your entry. You also get a +1 bonus if you follow us on Twitter as well. If you'd rather pick up a set of dice for yourself now, you can head on over to skullsplitterdice.com, use the discount code DDUDES at the checkout, and that'll get you 15% off your first order as well. When last we left our heroes, they were there standing before the smoldering remains of the old Crow house in Emberwood Village, where Sebastian Crowe was born. Standing there after it was caught alight by undead creatures that came shortly after you left the mirror that was the sanctum or shadowy realm of Sebastian Crowe's mother, Lenneth Eventide. Leaving that dimension and this home with perhaps more questions than actual answers, you now stand outside as the last embers of the fire die down in Emberwood Village. There's a large crack as the timbers that are the core of the foundations of the building collapse. The house, its frame shifts to one side, and it falls over into a pile of burning rubble.
You can rebuild.
I wonder if I'll be held responsible for any of this.
As the townsfolk disperse, leaving this cursed home to its final fate, River, Eldrick, and Tobias Crowe approach you, and the only sound in the air is the crackling of the flames and the low wind of the night as they all stand vigil over the death of this house. What will you do?
We've already had the conversation we had last week. They're just standing there watching me be sad and upset. It's
letting it sink in.
Letting it all sink in. I'm like,
yep.
I'm just stewing in my own horrible mess that I've made for myself and all the things I said and did.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm just like, Sebastian, it's time to let it go. You know, we've had this time and, you know, you got to at least experience some memory of your mom in this house, but it's done.
It's not totally done.
Well, I mean...
We still have a clone mom.
Yeah.
That's missing a soul.
That is true. We're not done with your mom, but we're done with the house.
Yeah.
The
Well, I
house
mean,
is-
we don't really have another option with that.
And you have a backup house.
It's true.
It's true.
So if
Uh,
anything, it's like the worst of the two houses is gone, which is
Yeah.
kind of a win.
I mean, honestly,
well, we could
I'm
have had 2 houses.
I'm
So.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
glad.
But you didn't even use the other house. It's been like abandoned.
I'm kind of glad to see this thing burn
Yeah.
down. This
It's a win.
place has been just horrible.
Let those previous memories just burn out of existence. And
Maybe now I won't have screaming nightmares anymore about this house or a hound. That would
I'm
be that.
sure you will.
hopefully
Oh,
not.
true. I might.
But now we have a hound that is around, so I don't know if that's positive for me or,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But maybe we won't have to smother you with a pillow at night anymore.
Yeah,
Thank you.
This will save us a lot.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you're welcome, guys. I
Thank
guess.
you.
I'm also proud of the way you stood up to River.
Yeah.
She's right. She's right there.
Hey, River.
Speaking of, I should go talk to them.
Yeah.
They're standing a few feet away, Eldrick and River, having a bit of a hushed conversation on their own.
That's
Your father is standing on the opposite side of this, the side of the street. He isn't looking at the house as it burns away. He's just seated up against one of the fences of that house across, just sighing to himself.
I approach my father first. Hey, Dad.
So
Well, that's one way to put some bad memories to rest. I'll be honest, I nearly did it myself several times.
I just wanted you to know that that wasn't I didn't intend for that to happen. But then again, you know how it is with me. I never intend for these things to happen.
It's not like it was worth anything anymore anyways.
I did save the mirror.
I don't know what you plan to do with that, boy.
Neither do I. But it's all I've got. And
What's that goo coming out of it?
that I don't know either, which is why I'm going to go talk to these two. Things are a little weirder than anticipated. I have a lot of questions. I don't think you'll be able to answer them, but I just wanted you to know specifically that I'm really sorry for any grief that I've caused you. Not just now, but I mean, ever.
Boy. Your mother had secrets she kept from me. I didn't know. If I had known, maybe things would have been different. But in all the time that I knew her, she was just... She was a woman that I loved for many years. And I thought there was a promise of a quiet life. And that was what she seemed to want. And that's all I've ever wanted.
And then I came along. I hope you don't hold that against me. I love the family that you've created here, and I hope that you still consider me part of that family.
Sebastian, with the way the world's going, there's not much room for a quiet life anymore. But I'm a simple man, and all this work of magic and mages, it's not for me, it's not for my family, it's not for the rest of the children. You're welcome to stay here, but mind that I just want to make sure that your sister, your brother, Moira, have a quiet life while they can.
When I come and visit, I don't intend to do anything like this again. I just want to come and spend time with you guys, quietly and peacefully.
Sounds good. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get going back now. I'll see you back at the house.
Love you, Dad.
He gives you a big bear hug, and you can tell that there's tears welling up in his eyes, but he's the type of person that he turns away faster. He turns, as he pulls away from the hug, he turns away before the tears can go out, but you imagine he might be crying a little bit as he walks away.
I like to imagine so, because Sebastian is definitely like bawling his eyes out as he walks away, and he's like, "I'm not crying, you're crying." And then he walks up to River and Eldrick.
Cool. River and Eldrick have already approached Veo and Pluto, and River just turns to the two of you and says, as Sebastian is talking, "Is he going to be okay?"
Oh yeah, he's one of the toughest people I know. He'll be fine.
He's under a lot of pressure at work. But we're here to help him.
Yeah. He's always got his friends,
Yeah.
you know? So I wouldn't worry too much about him. I'd worry about not answering his questions as he comes over here.
Oh, he's crying. No, don't look right now.
He's not crying. You're crying.
I come over and I'm like, "Hey guys, wasn't crying. What's up?"
Hey, me here, not crying.
Me here, just not crying.
Not crying.
Wasn't crying at all this whole time. Never cry.
Till the smoke.
That's why they call me Sebastian Never Cry Crowe.
Do they?
How
Eldrick nods a little bit. He says, "I'll try not to think about all those other times while you're in school."
Oh. Oh, he knows you better than you know
He
yourself.
does.
I occasionally
Get poked in the eye.
get spells make my eyes. Anyway, what? So I said some things.
You did.
It was in the heat of the moment. There was a lot going on, and I hope you understand the situation. I am sorry, but there's been a lot of reasons for me to be upset right now, including possibly at you guys. And I hope you understand that as well. I have just come out of a alternate dimension that had various forms of my mother all over it, and demon worshipping pits and spell books, and then all of a sudden it's leaking goo and there's undead everywhere, and then my house burnt down, and I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Maybe you're wondering what the heck is going on, or maybe you knew something and I just don't really know. And it's a lot of questions and not a lot of answers, and it's, well, here's a mirror and there's my old house, and you can kind of see what's up.
Eldrick,
And our
looks-
mirror's leaking.
he says, "On opening your mouth in that way, we must take caution now, lest our enemies force us to play out our hand. Perhaps it's best we can hope for is that they see you as an unwitting pawn." And he turns to River, and River replies, "You know, perhaps we can turn the rumors and the hearsay to our advantage. That you were taken in by the Academy wasn't unknown to these folks. It's not like they didn't know that you trained there. Hopefully, they might misconstrue that a little bit. Nevertheless, we may need to start acting sooner than anticipated."
As usual, I know that we might be on rocky terms at the moment, but I'm here to do my part to help you guys out. In exchange, well, not really in exchange. I've already kind of messed everything up. But as a favor, I need this mirror to stop leaking, and I don't know what that is or how to solve this.
Eldrick speaks up. Was it doing this when you found it?"
No,
It's a new leak.
it's a new leak. It didn't do this until we left the mirror. By the way, it's a portal to a dimension. Shadows.
Is it because we...
He
didn't
says,
have a demon?
"I have a spell that I can use to investigate it now. It will take me some time to cast, about an hour. Shall I analyze it and we can make a plan from there?"
I mean, this mirror is very important, and I don't want to leave it at my parents'. Or
All
I
right.
guess I should say my dad's.
Then let's assess this now, because if this sludge coming out of it is dangerous, then we should definitely make sure that it's safe.
Can I leave the mirror in your care without risk of it being...
Not until I know what it does.
Okay.
He takes the time to prepare his ritual, pulling out some arcane components, what looks to be powdered delirium, inhales it, and examines it.
He's party, Aldrich.
His eyes turn solid amber, and he looks over the mirror, and he says, "This mirror, it radiates a powerful energy from the Shadowlands. Perhaps it has lain dormant, but it is not safe to keep it in Emberwood Village."
Where is it safe to keep it?
Well, the magic here, this sludge, is pure shadow. And the baleful magic is not dangerous on its own, but for the company it keeps. This is pure shadow. It's ambrosia to the walking dead. They will sniff it out like a shark smells blood in the water. And with all the creatures of that nature that dwell on the outskirts of the city, the weaker ones that are hungry and starving might grow bold and come into the village. We cannot keep this here.
I can't destroy it. It's the only answers I have for who my mother was. What would you say I should do with it?
Don't put it in a bag of holding.
Well, there goes my easy option. Thanks.
It's true.
If it is a dimensional rift, it will tear a hole in reality if you do that. We will need to take it back to the pyramid, and we will keep it safe there with all the other baleful artifacts that the Academy keeps safe.
Will I have access to it later?
I can't promise you that.
Ooh. We just need you to turn off the leaky faucet.
But what I can promise you is when I go back, I will find out everything I can. All the records that I can get of your mother, and I will bring them to you.
That sounds like a deal.
I want to, do you have a vial?
Yeah, I keep a few.
I want to take some of the shadow goop.
Just so that undead can follow us around.
Yeah.
Here you go. I see nothing wrong with this.
Can I just put some in a vial? Is that okay?
Fine. It's your funeral.
Oh. Well, thank you.
River and I are going to head back to the pyramid. We will be gone for some time, and when we will return, there will be more coming from the Academy.
Okay.
Until then, we need you to make sure that none get a meaningful foothold in this city. You are fantastic agents of chaos, so work your magic. None can improve their station or their hold or their grip over this city. It is imperative we profit from the anarchy of the city in the time being. As long as none approach or breach that tower, we are safe, and our agenda can proceed. There will soon come a time that we do not need to rely on this subterfuge or the cooperation of others. Until that time, chaos must reign in this city.
This is like the job I've been waiting my whole life for.
Understood. Cause chaos. I'm good at that. Finally, my skills.
Pluto.
River turns to him.
You're gonna have to learn to
trying
get
not
River
to.
speaks up and she
mischievous.
says, "You don't... Are you sure you want to let them take that now that we have seen what they're capable of?" He says, "I have something that you can keep in your bag of holding." And he produces a large chest that is sealed in lead. Remember that piece of delirium you brought us?
Yeah.
This is the fruit of that labor. If you need to, you may open this box. And when you do so, you need to run as fast as you can.
As fast as I can.
It's not very
I
fast for
don't
you.
know how far, and I don't know how quickly. But when you open this box, everything nearby you will die. And that place will never be a place that people can walk to again.
Understood.
So why are we opening this potentially up in Drakkenheim?
I was about to ask that, but what about...
It is small. It is a prototype of the destructive potential of delirium.
We could get rid of all the gnolls or all the paladins.
Let's focus on the
Perhaps.
monsters, Sebastian.
Perhaps.
Who says the paladins
I don't
aren't
think it will do
monsters?
that much. But if you need to use this to stop someone from getting a foothold somewhere, do it.
All right. Seems reasonable.
Understood.
Is it going to be big? Is it going to be loud?
Yes.
You're going to know if we do it?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It will not be subtle.
How do you expect us to get out of there in time?
She's very fast.
I am very fast.
You're fast.
And you can shrink things now.
Uh-oh.
The
I
box
wish I could
itself
make
weighs
people
about...
faster.
The whole thing weighs about 30 pounds. All you need to do is take this key and open this box. And then run.
I take the key and I put it around my neck on a necklace.
Uh-oh.
Fashionable.
Totally.
Is it
Sweet.
good that you have both the key and the bomb?
I think it's great.
I think we should give Veo the key.
Why?
From a military standpoint, having all of the things on your person is not a good...
That's
Like,
true.
even the nuclear guys have to stand in separate rooms and turn the keys at the
That
same
is true.
time.
Maybe I should carry the key. And you have the bomb. I'd take the key, put it around my neck.
We don't entirely know what will happen when this is activated. We just know that it will be very destructive.
So we're more guinea pigs. We
Will
love
this make
testing
us
out
even?
delirium.
Does this make us even about the whole yelling in the street?
Yes. Yes, it does. Say it does.
If we try out your bomb?
Don't
We
use
don't
the
want
B
you to
word.
try this bomb out.
Oh.
You can use it if it is necessary to further our goals.
Okay.
It'll probably be necessary.
It's gonna absolutely be necessary.
Well, I'm excited to blow something up.
I'm just excited to cause mischief
That
with
harvest,
permission.
the corpse.
The only thing that I will tell you is you need to run. We are almost certain that this weapon will... Well, we're calling it a disjunction. And I do not believe that there is any spell that will protect you from it.
You're right.
I don't know
we need
any.
to pre-plan
so I'll
this
be
if we're
pretty-
going to use it. So.
I know shield. And guys, I have a wand.
Yeah, but you just said it's not going to protect you.
Yeah, and you're one guy.
My
now.
running will protect us. We'll run fast. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll never have to use it.
If you haven't used it by the time we get back, we want it back.
Oh. Okay, so we definitely have to use it.
for sure have
Find
a time limit.
find opportunity to use delirium bomb.
Literally, it's
I've
like
already got some
you're
ideas.
trying the key in the hole right now. You're like, what if I?
What if we just no.
I've got ideas.
Thank you.
For the bomb.
Thank you for the bomb.
Thanks for not yelling at us.
Thanks for not making today harder than it already is for me. I do appreciate that.
Let's make no mistake here.
Oh,
Here we go.
go ahead.
You are valuable to us
Thank you.
because of your destructive tendencies.
Thank you.
Aw. So nice.
It's the same reason I got kicked out of school.
There will come a time that we need to be a little more pragmatic than that. But for now, as I said, let chaos reign in Drakkenheim.
And
Do
its
that.
name shall be Sebastian Crowe.
They on the Pussycats.
The Three Crows.
With
whoa,
that,
Whoa.
if there are no more questions, with that,
Luckily, ours is a friendship of convenience, so I'm not too concerned.
they wrap up with the assistance of their plate mail-clad guardians. They wrap up and package the mirror, attach it to the top of Eldric's wagon, and they are gone before sunrise.
I guess that is the end of that.
Huh. I think we deserve a little rest from here. Wouldn't you say, boys?
I could use a shower. Wait, do showers exist?
I think
Bath?
it's appropriate for you all to take a few days of downtime.
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah.
Recovery.
Spend what? A couple days, a week in
Three-
Emberwood Village,
3
just resting,
days?
resupplying.
3 days. We have things to do.
Yeah, no rest for the wicked.
Okay.
But
Okay.
3 days off. Pluto, what do you think?
Well, as long as there's no pressing matters, I think it's allowed to have. We've been hustling.
Yeah.
Noel's running rampant. Paladins outside the city.
Queen of,
The queen is in Oscar's care. There's nothing pressing.
It's
we
like
can
the
take a
usual.
few
we
days.
should just
Like-
we could just relax.
Like a regular day of the week in Drakkenheim.
Okay. How would you like to spend your downtime then?
Fishing.
Do you know how to fish? Okay, well, is that like a skill that you picked
chicken
up?
know how to?
I don't think I've ever heard a chicken. If you knew a chicken that could do that, whoop-a-caw!
Good answer. Solid. I like that.
I'm gonna
Means
whoop-a-caw
yes.
all
It
over
means
the.
yes.
Okay, wait. Are we planning like a day fishing trip? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, I think I need.
Pluto, what do you want to do with your 3 days off?
My 3 days off.
3-day weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had 3 days off before.
What could you imagine doing if you had 3 days off?
I could just maybe sit down and read a book about killing monsters.
It's a good.
Just brush up on some of my on some of my knowledge. Maybe read
Is
a
our just a pause for a moment? Is our internet okay? Are we holding out? Okay. Just refresh on your end because I'm still going out here. Is everyone still with us? Just let us know, chat.
Technical.
I mean, I could fish.
You can fish.
Wow. Yeah, I think so.
Fish
I-
and read the book.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll read a book while you guys fish.
You can
This
fish
was
with
a
your
weird
toe.
network error. That's all. Okay.
Everything's fine?
You know when you like.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
You know when you like tie the string to your like big toe and you can
Mhm.
feel it. You can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all as a visitor to these lands. I'm all for trying out whatever downtime.
Can we just take it back a moment there, just because I need to catch back in?
Yeah.
Because the network stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your plans going forward?
With the downtime?
Yeah.
Well, we have we want to go fishing
You
apparently.
want to go fishing?
We're gonna go fishing. Pluto, what were you? You're just
I'd love to read a book and maybe kind of just partake in some of the activities of Drakkenheim. Kind of learn, and I also would love to check in on my armor.
Right.
with your dad.
Oh yeah.
I also like, I think I really want to spend some quality time with new family, not worrying, not talking about old mom, not talking about the old house, not any of that. I just want to, like, you know, have some lunches, sip some tea, sit by the fire, maybe tell the kids some cool stories about our travels, spend some quality time with my dad, maybe like try to help him out in the workshop, even though I'm going to be terrible at it. Help Moira around the house.
What's something the kids could do? Do they like? Is there like a local swimming hole, or
Yeah, there's the Emberwash River, which is a tributary of the Dran River, which runs through town. And there's lots of sights and sounds and some good drinking at the various establishments around town.
Oh, we're also hitting up the pub.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another thing I
Okay.
want to do.
Let's do the pub.
Okay.
yeah, we haven't
Fishing
done
by
that in a
day,
while.
pub by night.
We haven't done that in
Alrighty.
a while.
Shopping.
Shopping.
I want to buy
Okay.
things.
So the next few days pass relatively quietly. You're able to find some good spots for some fishing along the river. You are able to spend some good time with your family. It's a little hard to find a good book around here, Pluto.
Rats.
Yeah.
Rats.
What
Hey,
about
your
a book on
friends.
rats?
Yeah, pretty. Although there's lots of local stories that people are happy to share
Yeah,
and
then
tell.
I'll kind of show off my Caspian colors to try to entice them to tell me about some local rumors and places to check out.
There is much activity going on in Emberwood Village. Of course, there are always more people coming to Drakkenheim, and every day you see the groups of gathering folk, the pilgrims of the falling fire, that come and gather and make their way into the town, often with a fiery sermon delivered in the middle of the city. And Sebastian, you notice that when you spend some time with your father around the shop, like, he really listens to them he doesn't really say anything, but he sometimes does stop when you pass through the square and you hear the things that they're saying. You recognize the man. It's the man that you saved earlier, that Abraham Schaefer fellow, the stern-looking, long-faced preacher. And they continue to spout their usual proclamations of usually metaphors that go something along the ways of, "You've heard it said that the fire that burns twice as bright burns half as long. You've heard it said that the brightest flames cast the darkest shadows. But these are words for a patient time, a warm hearth, a sanctuary from the deep winter of sleeping sins. Yet when the winter snows melt into a rushing flood that threatens to extinguish every flame, to wash away all that cold comfort, the beacon sent by the brightest flames are the first to be saved."
And my dad, like, stops to listen to all this. I tug on his sleeve. "Hey, I saved that guy."
Did you?
Yeah, one of the first times in the city. He was being held up by some bandits. I saved his life.
Once he said that there was going to be a new age of heroes.
He told me I was one of those heroes.
Am I one of them too?
I think so. Oh, you're here too? I was having a father and son moment, but hey, Pluto, how's it going?
I pop up behind you.
Well,
and I'm
because-
like,
Oh, hey.
I'm one too.
Your father has been working on that plate mail for Pluto.
I've been
Hey,
following
guys.
you around and you didn't even notice.
And it will
That's
be
a great
finished.
moment.
I'm teaching you how to be sneaky.
And
It's working.
this plate mail will be finished at the end of the 3 days. And for all intents and purposes, forged of meteoric iron, it is effectively a suit of adamantium plate mail. And while you wear it, you are immune to critical hits.
Whoa!
Your dad's
So
the
any
best.
critical hit scored against you will become a regular hit.
Whoa!
I'm just like a better son than.
Oh.
I mean,
I mean, I can't even argue.
He says, It's some of my finest work. May it guard you against the darkness of the world and protect your heart. Let that flame burn brightly.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to me, but it was to you.
We promise not to get acid on this.
We make no promises.
Oh, I think this one will hold up far better than the last suit.
Yes.
I'm
Challenge accepted.
honored, and thank you so much. Is there anything I can do to repay you?
Don't die in it.
Huh.
And I'll protect your.
I'd hate to lose it.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
That just kind of got glazed over, didn't it?
Yeah, he really.
It really has no...
I'll protect your armor, Papa Carrot Top.
Sorry,
Don't
I'm
worry.
Sorry, I stepped on your moment with your dad.
You just stepped in and started talking about armor, and I just like faded into the background.
As one of the days passes, you can see that there are in town as well. Once in a while, you catch a glimpse of some of the hooded lanterns that drop into town to pick up supplies. For a few days, you had heard that there were paladins of the Silver Order that had been dwelling in the chapel here, but they've left, and they packed up all their things and headed back to their main encampment. And there is no presence of them here in the town.
They just left Drakkenheim?
They've left Emberwood Village.
Oh.
That's not a good sign.
The rumors say that they've gone to There's more talk around the town of the campsite that the Silver Order has set up on the other side of the Drown River. They've come in once in a while to trade, and there have been arguments between them and some of the hooded lanterns that have been in town, and a few theological debates, people jokingly say, between the Silver Order and those of the Pilgrims as well.
Pluto, what's your take on the paladins? They kind of look a little bit like you. They're from the other place.
Yes.
I never took geography. You're from Caspia.
Mm-hmm.
They're from
Not Caspia. Correct.
And not Drakkenheim.
and not
They're
Drac-
from Illyria.
Illyria.
Yes, I knew that. Illyria. We call it not Caspia, where I'm from. It's a easier way to
What do
say.
you call this?
Oh, this is, you'll know this as New Not Caspia.
Wonderful. What's your take on the paladins?
I actually have quite a bit of respect for them. I think they're doing great work. I do find them a little bit zealot-y with their whole religious doctrine and so forth. But guys killing monsters in suits of armor, like, I align with that greatly. And they're great warriors. And they like ridding the world of evil. So, and where I'm from, Caspia, we... have you heard of it? Have I mentioned it?
Once or twice, yes.
You know, we always respect fine warriors. So, I might not see eye to eye on everything, but for most of their swinging and hitting, I'm down with it. I get on down.
Their skills are respectable, but, you know, they are clomping into territory that isn't theirs, so I don't know if I can respect that.
I imagine the three of you sitting on a riverbank with your fishing lines having this conversation.
Never met a paladin that I could get along with.
They do have some really, like, tight rules. I'm a little more loose with my feelings towards law and order. However, I do respect that they are you find that if you find one paladin, it's like you met one, you met them all, and it's a very consistent experience across all paladins. Whereas with other types of people, you can get a really mixed. A lot of their personal feelings come into play, whereas paladins are very focused.
So what you're saying is
In
I'm
my
going to hate them all.
You if you hate one, you hate them all. Is exactly what I'm saying.
Great fighting skills, sturdy morals. That
Yeah,
just-
I'm a
unwavering.
little lenient on my morals from time to time, and I tend to take the path of mischief and mayhem to get things done, and paladins don't necessarily agree with that often. I haven't had many dealings with them, but they tend to be the ones wagging their finger at me, being like, what you did is bad. And I'm like,
Yeah. Rules of nature rule me, so, rules of paladins, not my forte.
But anyway, sounds like there's something going on with them, so...
And that does concern me a little bit. Any type of big movement of paladins, it can still cause a lot of problems, especially when we're trying to get our chaos done.
We were told to keep an eye on them and report back to the Hooded Lantern, so if they're moving, it might be something we need to go check out.
Also, we don't want anybody gaining a foothold in Drakkenheim, according to the Amethyst Academy. So whatever the paladins are up to, sitting on the outskirts of Drakkenheim, is concerning. We have no idea what their business here is. So...
Nope.
Anybody caught any fish yet? I have no idea how this works.
Have I caught any fish?
Yesterday the catch was really good.
Yes.
But today it's been rather meager. You've picked a few fishing spots along the river, and fortunately the Emberwash River is not tainted in the way that the Duran River is.
Good.
It's one of the few, like, a good source of fresh water and decent enough fishing. But today, for the past hour or so, the fishing has been pretty lean. Yeah.
How deep is the river?
At its deepest, maybe about 10-15 feet deep.
Okay. Is it like shallow on both sides, or does it like go pretty?
Yeah, it's a soft, shallow, earthy embankment, lightly forested and wooded with some rocky outcrops here and there. As always, it's an overcast day with the sun's rays barely peeking through the clouds. You'll get a little bit of sun once in a while in Emberwood Village but it's usually not terribly sunny.
A little bit of vitamin D. First time in weeks.
17 years.
It's been 17 years.
Whatever that.
Sebastian gets annoyed at fishing and starts firing fire bolts at fish. He's like, this pole thing doesn't even work. And he starts shooting fire bolts.
I'm just like, no. I'll show you the way to do it. And I toss my fishing rod aside and I wade into the water and I like put my hands in the water and I try to wait till a fish comes into my hands to grab it with my claws.
Okay. As you reach down into the water, you feel something lumpy, like there's some grass or something stroking along your legs. It's rather large and somewhat, and you smell a smell that is coming up through the water, like that is rather familiar to you.
Something
smells like sewage.
Lumpy.
Something smells a bit gross. Sebastian, did you take that shower you said you were going to take?
No.
Oh, it's probably just that. I think it's something a little bit more. And I start to walk out of the water. Like, I think we picked a bad spot.
Well, yeah, there's not really many fish here.
As you do so, Veo, you feel something grasp around your ankle. And it grabs, and it holds for a moment, and then almost releases, like it's too weak to hold the grasp.
I run out of the water like, something grabbed me. Something's in here.
I stand at the edge of the water and I start, is it like really murky or?
It's not clean water. It's not clear water, sorry. It is clean water, but it's not clear. It's kind of but the water does get deep enough that you can't see all the way down to the bottom.
Pluto, can we see your drift globe?
Yeah.
There's something in there.
We're going to activate the drift globe and like toss it over the water.
Okay. The light of the drift globe pierces through the murky darkness of the water below, and as the light shines up over it, you can see that in rattling.
Oh.
I rush into the water
Yeah.
and I do like a dramatic like I'm like heavily running
Like a
and like I get
Baywatch.
slower and I'm waiting and I'm going for the body.
Okay. You lift it up, and it is the Rat Prince.
Is he breathing?
Barely.
Oh, CPR.
I bring him to shore and I'm
Help
like, don't
him.
you die on me.
Give him mouth to mouth.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Okay, I'll give him mouth to mouth.
I will.
I'm gonna lay him down on the embankment.
Okay.
I start giving him mouth to mouth.
I do the chest compressions.
I lift
Okay.
his legs because I think it's helping.
All right.
Is this
Veo,
help?
you can make a medicine check. These two can make a medicine check, and if they make a DC 10, if they both make a DC 10, they might grant you advantage on yours.
Oh well, I got a 19.
I got an 18.
What'd
I
you
got a 5.
Okay, so it'll be the straight roll, which is after some pushing, basically you push down on his chest, and a gout of water shoots out of his maw
Was I giving him mouth to mouth?
into Sebastian's face.
Yeah.
And it's along with probably whatever the most recent content of his stomach were, which seemed to be some half-eaten fish heads.
What is this? I'm covered in goo.
I take my finger and I take some and I lick it. It's like fish.
I need another
terrible.
shower.
He's spurting up water.
Is he
What's
breathing?
What?
He's breathing. He's alive, but he's barely conscious.
Oh man. Give him a.
I shake him in a little bit and be like, "You okay, buddy?"
He comes into after a little bit more shaking and tending to, he comes into view into a little. He comes around, coughs up more water, vomits a little bit, and he says, "Oh, oh, 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 am I dead? I am dead. I see ghosts. I am surely dead."
No, Prince, you're alive. We saved you.
Again.
How many times?
I've
Is
lost
this
track.
now?
Oh.
I've lost track of how many
Like 3,
No.
4.
What is this place? These green fields, these trees. Ah, son! Oh, I'm in hell.
Welcome
I
to my
am
home.
dead.
This is where I live.
Oh no! You are truly dark spirits, ghosts. Have I died?
No, you're alive.
You're good.
Really?
What happened?
Yeah, why were you?
Oh,
Where'd you get those fish?
oh, bah.
What? It seems like you were swimming for a lot longer than you should be swimming.
Was you came down? You were not. You were not at TikTok clock. You were not there. You were not at TikTok clock.
Nope.
That was where you said you would be.
Oh yeah,
We're taking a vacation.
we forgot to tell you.
Forgot to change our.
We don't know how to
mailing.
send you a message.
Itinerary changed. suddenly.
I run. Try to find you at TikTok clock. And then I run. And there's no way I take river and I swim. And I keep coming. And he blacks out for another half hour or so before it comes to. And this repeats. Where he's convinced that he's dead and he's a ghost. Blames you for not being at the clock. Passes out one more time until finally he seems to kind of come around after the offering of a little bit more food. You have food, yes?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Always.
We
I'll
should.
try.
Yeah, we owe him.
Need nibbles.
We kind of let him down.
Give him some of that.
Very hard to
fish.
talk on empty stomach.
We give him
I've
some
given
fish.
some fish.
Very, very good choice.
Maybe you could just give him some of the stuff he threw up on you. I mean, sure.
He
doesn't mind.
gorges
I give
himself
him-
on his own vomit.
I give him a bowl of his own vomit.
Here.
Here you go, bud. I made you some.
Oh, no.
Delicious.
No,
I've
no,
already
no.
tried it.
Very good. Recycled food is green.
Thank you, Rat
Just thinking
Prince.
ahead.
So, Rat Prince, you obviously swam so far that you almost drowned yourself. What do you need to tell us there, bud?
Oh, Oh, why come this far?
Oh.
I might need more food. Might help me remember.
Oh, he's a good bargainer.
I give him a whole fish from the other day's catch.
He
You had a whole
devours
fish?
it whole.
We caught like
Oh, it's very
One.
bad. It's very bad. I remember. It's very, very bad.
What?
How bad?
He kind of pulls up his what passes for clothing of him, and you can see that he turns around, shows you his tail, which has been almost burned black, and he pulls up his whatever rags he's wearing, and there's burns all down his back,
What happened?
Oh man.
and he says, "Oh, it's very bad. It's very bad. We have to run. There are shiny metal manlings all over town. They come, and they're fighting, fight. But they bring not just stab, but they burn us. They They have fire, burn, right in our holes. Such a mess, bad. They are all over. They are burning all the old buildings, burning them. We run, but they chase us. We run down our holes, but they set smoke, and they burn.
oh my god.
What happened to the other ratlings?
They cut them up and they burn them.
All of
They
them?
chase us into the water and we run. And I ran to TikTok clock to find you, to tell you, to get you to help. But you weren't there. And then we have to run all the way back and they catch us and they burn us too. And so we ran into river. It was the only place we could go. It's bad.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All those ratlings, that's so much money lost.
That's so much of our investment.
Yeah.
No, the
There are the big dog yip men too. They yip and they fight. And they are fighting the big shiny men.
The gnolls.
There's a
Neither will
Knowles?
help us. There is nowhere for us to hide. We just run, and we can swim in the river, but then there are bigger fish and they eat us.
Can you take what's left of your ratlings and set up camp in the base of the clock tower?
Yeah. Even second floor.
TikTok clock is safe.
Is safe? Yes.
Yes.
You promise? Yes.
We
I don't want to put
Second
words.
floor and above. Second floor and above.
we're gonna make our way back there soon.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. Maybe hide with the robots.
Yeah. Upper floors.
I know you're not maybe used to being that high up.
That too high.
Yeah.
That too high.
What about second, third floor?
That too high. We need underground. How you be safe? How we sleep at night?
How is your relationship with the fish people?
Oh.
Oh
Well,
no.
he killed one once, so.
We may be hiding in sewers, but they come. They are coming, little shiny men. They are setting traps for us. Yes. To catch us. Catch. And kill.
And they're trying to catch you?
They are fighting everything. They are burning everything.
I didn't think the paladins could do this.
I mean, to be fair to them, it's all just monsters and mayhem. They're doing a cleanse. They don't know Drakkenheim the way we do.
Yeah. It's very surface level, and they're
This
not
is
getting to know
not
the
good.
real rat prince on the inside, rather than his ratty exterior,
They're destroying
like we have.
all of the relics. They could be destroying old buildings and wrecking old things. Like this is the history of Drakkenheim we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That's not cool. All right.
Well, looks like we have a paladin and a gnoll issue, and we need to save some ratlings.
Maybe we could talk to the paladins and convince them that there's like an archaeological reason
We'll do some talking.
to maybe
you do the talking, Sebastian.
slow down on the whole scorched earth sort of.
I'll scorch their earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting
Fire.
monsters is fine, but
Fighting paladins is better.
burning down Drakkenheim?
Oh, sorry. I see where we're going. I got a little excited.
Yeah.
Wait, we have a bomb.
Well,
Just blow up the... No, too far. Okay. Let's talk to them.
That's
Yeah.
at least.
Let's start by talking to them and figuring out what's going on, because obviously they've amassed an army. They're going in on a gate, like the Hood Lantern said, and now they're actually in Drakkenheim killing rats and.
They almost
hunting
killed the rat prince.
They not past the walls yet.
them? Oh, sweet.
Oh,
So
good.
I go get the others. We go to tick-tock clock, and we hide there for now.
Yes.
But we have to go in city, and in city is way too dangerous for little rats. There are the big dog men and the big bull men, and they squish us, and they bite us, and they eat us, and they kill. We only live outside the walls underground. It's only safe for us there.
Oh, what about
What we do?
at the old mill? Can you go to the old mill?
Yeah.
I know it's far, but
There are not many of us. We must hide.
Yeah, either
We
the
will
old
have
mill
to
or the
hide,
clock
hide.
tower.
Those are the two safest
You will
places.
help us, yes?
Oscar.
You will go, you will kill the shiny men, yes.
We're going to talk to the shiny men and
We have
try to
to-
get them to
we have to
leave
talk to
or
them.
not murder you
I
anymore.
wonder if you crack their shiny shell, if they're tasty meat inside.
There is.
Yes.
I can tell you for a fact that there is.
I'm sure there is.
There
but
will be much eating for us, then we grow, many of us spread again.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
What about
Yes.
dog people? Are you okay with eating dog people?
Oh no, they eat us.
But what if you could
Those
eat
yip
them?
yap mens with their fighting snoots. They bite us, they tear us, they cook us. It not good.
Stay away from them.
They will not help us.
Wait, how are you going to get back? You're miles away.
Oh, I swim.
That didn't work out for you last time. Also, which way's the water flowing? Away from Drakkenheim?
Yeah.
Maybe he can come with us for a bit.
Yeah, come with us for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll walk you.
Can he hang
Part
out in
way
the
there.
crow house?
We'll get you closer to.
Yeah, is it going to be weird if I'm like, hey, we're staying
You
one
can
more
get me
night,
back
I
to
have a new
city, yes.
friend?
Yes.
Uh,
Then I go get the other rats, so I take them to tock clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll help you get back into the city.
Oh. What you do? Are you going to kill them?
We're going
We
to
don't know
figure
yet.
it out.
Take things one step at a time, Rat Prince. We don't go straight for the jugular. We wait a
I
second.
don't want to hurt the paladins, but if they are interfering with Drakkenheim on a grand scale, we may need to step in. And
Yeah.
One way or another, they will not get to you unless they go through us first.
Oh, you good ghosts. You good scary ghosts. Yes, you look not too scary right now. But you scary ghosts, I know. Yes.
We've actually had 3 days of relaxing, so we look less scary than usual.
Yeah. Just wait till we get back into battle.
Why ghosts
We'll
need
look
relax?
extra scary.
just wait.
Haunting is tough on a ghost.
It takes a lot of
Life.
We also need time
energy.
to pray to the rat god to make sure that, we're doing the due diligence as his
yes.
supporters.
Maybe the rat gods send the shiny men to
See.
test us. Yes. Only the strong survive. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Then we breed and have many more rats. Strong rats.
He gets it.
Yes.
That's right,
Your
Rat
numbers will
Prince.
be back, and you'll be
Oh, yes.
eating fish people and no.
The only thing better than the eating part is the breeding part.
Survival,
That's my life motto.
survival of the fittest.
such a good friend. Rat
Yes.
Prince.
We love you, Rat Prince.
Thanks for coming all this way. Like,
Yeah, thanks for the message.
Oh, I not know where to go. Next time you be at TikTok clock, yes?
Well, we don't live there all the time, but we'll try.
Tell you what,
Oh, you
if
make
we-
it so hard for me.
If we leave TikTok clock, we'll put a sign up that says "Gone to Emberwood Village. Be back soon."
Yeah.
And that way you'll know where we are.
Oh, but then I have to swim here.
You can
It's
also-
good I practice.
You can send my pigeons.
You have pigeons?
No.
Don't eat the pigeons.
Oh,
They're on the
pigeons
top
so
floor.
very tasty.
No.
They're on the top floor. You do not want to go up there.
If
Oh.
all three of them are not there when I get back, I'm coming for you.
Are they yours? You plan to eat them? Yes.
Yeah, eventually, so don't steal them.
Oh, I not eat your food. I not eat your food.
Only when I offer, and I'm not offering.
Cat, be nice. Those birds for you. You eat them. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a cat. I'm not gonna eat the birds.
it's a good save. though.
So, we need to figure out what's going on with these paladins.
This is not good.
And I guess we have Rat Prince with us
I
for
guess
a
our
little
vacation's
while.
over.
Yeah.
I mean, an evening. We gotta go to the pub, you know.
Please.
Oh yeah, we still have the pub. Or did we do the pub?
I think we
Okay.
can say you
We've
guys
been to the
probably
pub.
spent a
Well,
few-
we've been to the
few nights
pub.
at
So pick up a couple supplies and where are we headed?
I guess we're headed to the encampment to talk to the paladins. Pluto. What?
Yeah, if they're on the outskirts, we can still maybe reach them before they get to the city.
Yeah.
And maybe sort of cut a deal. Or at least find out what their intentions are.
Yeah. Okay.
This style just doesn't seem like, unless they see it as like a big black hole of a mess.
Yeah.
You look off in the distance to see a big black hole of a mess that is Drakkenheim.
Well, Pluto, I think
Yeah, they could be really. I mean, maybe they're onto something.
I think if anybody can relate to them and show them where they're doing wrong, it's you, Pluto.
Yeah, maybe I can turn them around.
And if not, Sebastian can trick them in some way.
I can talk, but you know them better.
Yeah.
So you and I can maybe talk them into backing off.
I don't know what they'll think of me.
Have they never seen a tabaxi before?
Yeah, but I'm not as shiny as them, you know? I don't know if they're gonna be all
Yeah,
uppity.
they shouldn't mistake you for a monster.
You know, like how Pluto was when we first met him?
Yeah.
How was I?
Nothing.
All
You were
princely,
You've always been
shiny.
great.
Thought we
Yeah,
were
you
your
got me
servants,
nice and
you know?
muddy.
Now you're like down to earth. Literally, the earth is on you, you know, with the...
Dragged you through the
So
streets,
Mud.
kicking and screaming, and
Yep.
now you're one of us.
Now you're one of us.
Forgot what it's like to be pampered. I miss it.
Keep forgetting it.
Can you get that something for me?
No.
Can you go fetch that? No. Oh, it didn't work.
I teach you to survive in this crazy world, Pluto.
I don't even have magic either.
Exactly.
I
have to
do.
do everything by myself. I have to carry things.
Pluto, you never have to do anything by yourself.
That's true.
Aww.
Brother. But I'm a real
I just
brother.
won't carry things for you.
So
That was like a
But I'm here for
Voldemort
you
awkward hug.
Emotionally.
It's the microphone.
your plan is to set out
Yeah.
And
I'll
make
keep that
for-
later.
the encampment of the Silver Order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. But let's get some potions and let's stop off at
Yeah, can we go
Eldor.
stop by Eldor first?
Yeah,
Eldor the
absolutely.
Immense.
let's stop by Aldor.
Yeah.
He owes me some.
And is Rat Prince just going to tag along with us?
Yes, he'll hide as best he can and stick to the outskirts of town.
Physically, how big is he?
He is about 4 feet tall.
Oh, okay, that won't work.
He's big. Big guy.
Can we buy him some clothes? Like
Oh, we can dress him up like a little kid.
yeah,
Oh, like a disguise.
or like a halfling or something, you know.
yeah.
Like a
Put some
gnome.
fake
He has a
ears
big
on.
hat, like a big wide brim hat.
Yeah,
and,
he's
like,
either a tall halfling or a very short dwarf.
Yeah, tall halfling.
Tall halfling. We give him a fancy dress and a wide brimmed
Dress?
hat.
Yeah, we give him a dress.
It just covers like he can keep
'Cause
his
that's what
tail
we-
in there.
We
He
take it
can,
Yeah,
from
true.
Sebastian's
They could put
sisters.
his tail down his
We take like
pants.
one of their dresses. Does it fit? We can make.
Moderately, and the ref is, oh, I feel so pretty.
we give him like
This
gloves,
very nice clothing. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Give
yeah,
him the
like
mask
gloves and
with
shoes.
devil mask.
And we put the devil mask and the wide brimmed hat on him, and we bring him with us. And we're like, don't say a word.
He's a long distant cousin.
If anybody says anything to you, just respond, I am a young, tall halfling.
That's
I am young, tall halfling. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
you got it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Nailed it.
I don't want to take away his mannerisms. It's just like, yeah, you nailed it, kid.
Got it.
I am
and walk on 2 feet.
halfling.
Walk on
Yes.
2 feet and don't run on 4.
Always on 2 feet.
2 feet.
Normally, he does kind of scurry on all fours, kind of dashing forward, and then he stands up on his hind legs. So for him trying to walk, just staying up, he somewhat wobbles a little bit.
I hold one of his hands. I'm like,
Yeah.
Pluto on the other side. Let's
Yeah, we'll hold his hands like he's like.
like a little baby. You're walking, or a little kid. Oh, so we can help steady him.
Get him around town.
There's some strange looks. Make a but are you bringing him through the middle of Everwood Village?
I mean, if that's where Aldor is,
No, he's at the caravan.
we'll go around the edges.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll stay off the beaten path.
As you bring him
It's like E.T. when they
into
disguise
Aldor's
E.T..
camp. Give me a so Aldor is camped on the edge of town, and his big caravan with the ironclad oxen that pull the carts and his armed guards. He is, as always, dressed in his finest blackened velvet, finely embroidered in silver. The massive mountain of the man that is Aldor the Immense is this afternoon taking his lunch, smoking a cigar, and counting a few pieces of gold arrayed in front of him. And as you come into the camp, he says, "Well, I see you are bringing one of your little siblings into my camp, yes?"
I don't know why that's funny. You're scaring me, Aldor. But yes, this is my...
I don't think ratlings make very good pets or good children either. But
Oh,
Oh,
it
Artis
seems
guys
to be
didn't work.
tame, nevertheless.
this is my sister. Oh, wait, this has already failed, hasn't it?
she has
uh,
a condition.
she has a
We have like
condition.
this whole backstory. Okay.
She has a condition. It's called devil face.
Magic.
No worries, I have seen my fair share of strange and wonderful creatures taken in as pets. I do not dabble in the trade of exotic creatures, so I cannot buy it from you.
We're not
It's
selling it.
he's
Oh,
he's
that's
not
what you
he's
mean.
not for sale.
He's not.
Oh, I thought you were bringing it in here to sell it to me.
No,
Oh.
he's just a friend.
Well, carry on then. What can we do today?
You're looking rather elegant today.
No.
Thank you.
We're just hoping we've accumulated a bit of gold and looking for a place to drop it.
Say no more. What would you like to purchase?
We get a friends and family discount. Bracers of archery.
Only the best prices for my friends
I know.
and customers.
Yes.
I am charging. You can rest assured knowing that I am charging you the very same prices I would charge to my own flesh and blood.
Awesome.
Why my own grandmother would pay just as much as you do. That's how much I like you.
I believe him.
Your daddy likes me. You like me. I want some bracers of archery.
You really
I've
butters
saved my
this up.
money. I'm ready
I
for
wondered if they would move to you. Very well. Do you have the gold?
How much?
1,250 gold pieces.
Yeah, I do have that.
Done.
Slide it over.
What other kind of items do you have? Do you have some potions? I know you have some healing potions.
They are my best seller around here.
Yeah, I seem to have run out
100 gold pieces per.
for what size potion?
These ones are better than the basic ones.
I'll take 2.
Done.
Greater healing?
Yes, their
Oh.
potions of greater healing.
I will take 1. Oh, yeah. And they're 100?
Oh, Aldor, your immenseness is staggering. And that's a compliment, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Immense generosity, immense business acumen, immense wealth. All of these things are nice to have in quantity.
Do you, by happenstance, have a shield? I've been looking to upgrade this old, rusty old. It's
Yes,
deflected a
this
lot of
shield,
things.
the Sentinel's Eye, indeed. You'd like to purchase it?
Ooh, yes.
There's a large, broad shield. The pattern painted upon it is that of a bloodshot eye.
Cool.
It's like a rounded targ. And then you know how those circular shields have like the butt in the middle of them of iron? Like that's the pupil of the eye.
Oh.
And then there's a white field, and then it's a
almost like a red blazing star in the center of it, and so it looks from a distance like you're holding up this big bloodshot red eye.
That looks really cool. It's just staring into my eye. How much?
1,000 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Done.
I'll take it.
He brings out a big stamp and he brings out his contracts and everything that you must sign over, immaculately weighing on his merchant scales each gold piece as he counts it off before producing a small box out of his breast pocket that he says some words over, and the box expands and he pulls the items that you've purchased out of the box.
It's fancy.
Another question for you, Eldor. Can you determine magic items? Because I have this ring. It's not for sale. I was wondering if you could take a look at it and tell me a little bit about it. It's my mother's ring, so it's a personal item.
Yes, I can do this for you for a small fee of 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, sure.
Certainly.
That's a hefty fee.
He casts
this
the
day and
identify
age.
spell, his eyes turning a bright blue as he incants the ritual over it. He has to check from a little book at his side as he does so. He's like, and not you, Ecleptum. He adjusts his spectacles. Identifiest est. This was once the ring of a mage known as Lenneth Eventide.
Yep.
It is a ring of spell storing,
Ooh.
and it currently contains a spell. Wall of Force.
What?
Huh.
What is that?
That's handy.
Does it mean? It'll
Yeah,
cause some chaos.
Is it a
It's less of a chaosy spell, more of a, I'll find a good time to use it.
Nice.
It can store one spell at a time.
The ring can store 5 levels worth of spells. It is currently filled right up with this one, though.
Incredible.
Until the spell is cast, it may contain no further magic.
Thank you very much.
That's a neat little ring.
Yeah, and it has a pretty cool spell in it that I need to read up on, because I've never cast that before. I don't know if I'm saying that as Sebastian or Kelly, but we'll find out.
Aldor, I know you are a seller of amazing foods. Any of that candied salmon from last time?
No, I'm afraid, my darling. I had it for lunch this morning. I do have some fine Illyrian spirits. I had them ordered in on the anticipation that those members of the Silver Order would need to satisfy their appetites with a taste of home.
How much?
10 gold pieces a bottle.
I will take 4 bottles.
You're going to buy me out, darling.
Yes. I mean, they left town, so.
What did you buy?
Illyrian spirits.
Hmm.
Alcohol. So I figure we'll use something to make good relations with the paladins when we get there.
Oh.
Oh, I thought we were just going to get drunk.
Yeah, your idea is way better.
Me and Pluto were like, party?
I mean, we have 4 bottles. We can use one for ourselves.
Yeah.
I heard strong stuff, so.
Do you have any other nifty potions?
At this time, potions of water breathing or climbing, if you were interested in such a purchase.
How much for one of each?
100 per.
I'll take one of each.
Fine.
Oh. Loading up.
Could always use the ability to breathe underwater. And we've seen me try to climb, so could be better at that.
Yeah, we almost died last
A
time.
fine pleasure doing business with you all. I can't interest you in a few more potions of healing, can I?
What would you give me for this old shield?
Is it magical?
It's stopped a lot of magic. So if that's how magic gets stored in it.
It's a cursed shield.
My good man,
No.
No? Okay.
I need something more remarkable for my inventory, I'm afraid.
I understand. I throw it on the ground.
Just toss it
I
on.
huck it into like the ditch. No.
perhaps one of my guards will purchase it from you.
Oh, there you go.
One of later on, one of the guards offers you a half finished bottle of brandy for it.
Do it.
I look around and I accept.
Okay.
And then I chug the bread. No, I'm saving it. This
He
is
also got his armor from my dad. Has that happened?
Yes, indeed. Would you be interested in selling that fine piece, though?
Oh yeah, how much? No.
Are you sure? Where did you get that exquisite armor?
I have a guy.
Does it come in a larger size?
I'm sure it could be fitted. However, your line of questioning is worrying me. I'm
just saying,
more
it's
of
a very exquisite shade of silver. I could see you know.
You may admire it.
You sure?
But it does belong. It kind of doesn't even belong to me.
It's like rented.
Yeah, it's more of like it's a lease.
I'd trade you the shield for it.
That's armor of the 3 crows.
Yeah. Do you know?
3 crows.
I don't know. I'm just trying to
guess
get my
there's three.
name
Papa
stamped
Carrot
on
Top.
it.
3 of you now.
Yeah, it's Crow and
If you're
Sons.
worried about your
Sons.
life,
There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Ha!
I would trade you this amulet that will preserve you even when you are on death's door for it.
For the armor?
Don't do it. The armor's so nice.
The armor, it's just so good. It's so hard to say, and it's brand new, and I haven't even test drove it yet.
Fine.
But maybe I can.
But I don't pay full price for used gear.
Oh. I feel like it's not even mine to trade. But thank you for your admiration and your dealership.
I hope that when you die in that city, someone finds the armor and decides to sell it to me. But until that time, I wish you good fortune.
If he dies, I'm bringing the armor back.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to us.
Oh, please.
He's always looking out for us. Well,
Anyways, we'll be off with my sister.
Right. Take care of the little girl now, he says, tapping his nose.
I grab her hand.
like you're red.
Oh,
The rat.
the rat prince is like, oh, I have never seen an ogre before. That man was very fat.
I mean,
He eat many. I'm very surprised he not eat you. He was so big.
He eats a lot of candied salmon.
Oh,
I'm just like making a motion like, no.
I wish for one day that I could be that fat. I would be so happy.
Someday,
One day.
little sister rat prince. Someday.
We'll call her Petunia.
Oh, I like this name.
All right, Petunia. Let's go.
Are we,
Petunia.
I guess that wraps up. Are we done in Emberwood Village?
Yeah. For now.
Everybody got
For
their
now.
cool stuff.
Always come back and visit your fam, but I think we're ready to talk to some paladins and get them drunk.
Okay. So, the paladins' encampment of the encampment of the Silver Order, from everything that you've heard, lies west of the city. That does mean crossing the Dran River at some point. Your options would be then to travel across the countryside directly, or, and in which case you would be simply traveling across open fields and countryside with no necessary bearing, or you can take the roads back into Drakkenheim and then follow the roads back out from the city.
So we could go in like
In the
near
city.
the cathedral, like or down south of the crater.
Well, the paladins' encampment is not in the city at all.
No, it's
at Temple Road, right?
right.
Yes,
Outside Temple Gate.
From what you've heard, it is not. It's not even inside the ruins of the city. It's a few miles outside town. Because remember, you spotted it from the clock
Right,
tower.
so...
Yeah, it's a few miles outside town along Temple Road as it comes into the city.
Could we take could we take sticks across?
I mean, we did hear that they were burning buildings, which leads me to believe that now they've approached the city. So I would say if we take sticks across, we can just head to Temple Road and try to cut them off before they reach the main wall.
Yeah. Sticks
And-
will help us.
Yeah. I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Pay the fare. Get across.
Yeah. And I can get us there as fast as possible.
You're not going to sink the boat with your new fancy armor, are
I
you?
don't know. Will I?
Isn't it lighter?
Is that part of it? Is that what it does?
You look heavy. You look heavier than you already did.
You're calling him fat.
Yes.
Feel heavier.
Oh.
It's because it's the vacation pounds. Okay. Once we start running around again, I'm sure I'll shed it.
We'll help you.
Appreciate that. Let's light a bomb. That'll help me run. I'll get a good sprint on.
What are you doing with the disjunction device?
I'm keeping it in the bag of holding,
I have the key.
Okay.
which
And Veo is going to keep the key?
I was told was okay to put it in the bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys think that's a good idea to have it split up? I thought that was just a smart from
I
a
was gonna
military.
I think it's a needless precaution, but I
just-
understand why you want to do that, and I will oblige.
Okay.
Yes.
Safety first, fun a distant second.
Okay, so you set out from Emberwood Village along Champion's Way towards the heart of the city again, through the spokes and across Styx's Ferry towards the Sprawl, where Temple Road then branches out to the city. As you approach Drakkenheim, coming over the rolling hills, it is later on in the afternoon, and you can already see over the hills the rising smoke of the fires that have been set in the Sprawl. The outer reaches of the city are aflame. The old buildings, what remains of them, are collapsing quickly and burning. But the fires, as you look across in the distance, it is very much a controlled flame. You can see that the fire hasn't spread like wildfire across the city or anything like that. It appears to be kept to the area along Temple Road that is being burned down, and almost like it is some sort of controlled demolition.
I'm not happy about this.
I have seen too many buildings burning down lately. This is upsetting.
It's just bad omens, you know?
There's no need for them to burn down
It's a
Drakkenheim.
little disturbing because, like, what is their intention?
Yeah.
And why now? Why have they chosen this moment to do sort of like this cleansing fire?
I think we need to go talk to them about
Yeah,
it.
we got to figure this out.
As you cross the river on Styx's Ferry, you can hear howling coming across the river. The howling and keening, barking and yipping of packs of gnolls and their death dogs screaming out and howling. And you can hear the screams of war cries and a blaring horn being sounded as well. There is fighting happening in the Sprawl.
That was a dog.
You guys remember that we get paid for knoll heads.
Ooh.
You guys want to make some coin and talk to some paladins?
I'm up for, putting the dogs in their place.
I'm feeling a little heavy, but my my bag of gold is feeling a little light. So I think I'm.
It's time to hunt some gnolls. Before we dive back in again, though, I want to give a big thank you to Axe and Shield for providing us with the awesome gaming accessories. You haven't seen them yet this episode, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing the initiative tracker coming out shortly. Also, he has a ton of other awesome accessories. So check them out. Also to Tabletop Audio for the great ambient music you're hearing. So if you've been enjoying the soundtrack, I'm sure that you'll also be hearing some sweet battle music. I'm just making assumptions on what's coming. So there's that. And then finally, 100 Years Bore for the amazing narration in our introduction video. And if you're enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, you can check us out by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We just launched a Discord server, which is exclusive right now for our Patreon supporters. We're experimenting with what that Discord server is going to be. We don't really know yet. It's just that we found a lot of people wanted to chat with us on various platforms. We're always happy to chat. If you message us on Facebook or leave a comment on one of our YouTube videos, we actually love hearing from people. But we're kind of thinking Discord might be a good place to just have conversations with folks. So if you are a patron of the show, if you have joined in on that already, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think that community could be like. We don't know yet, but we're having fun with it. So we'll see where it goes.
It's been a blast.
Yeah. As well, tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim is sponsored by Skullsplitter Dice. We've got some of their awesome metal dice that they sent us, and these dice can be yours as well. First of all, we do have a discount code that you can use at skullsplitterdice.com for 15% off your first order. Some of these awesome metal dice, but Skullsplitter is sending a free set of dice to one of our lucky viewers every month. So if you are already following us on Twitch or subscribed to us on YouTube, all you have to do is click the link below to enter the contest for your chance to win. We don't collect any of your personal information or any of that email stuff. There's no spam or mailing list or anything else like that. It is just a thank you for watching. And you also get a +1 if you follow us on Twitter as well. With that, let's delve back in. Before the break, our heroes having received some grim tidings from the Rat Prince, who they dressed up as Petunia. Was it Petunia?
Yeah, it's Petunia.
Petunia. The Rat Prince is completely loving his new digs, and is going and on your way back to Drakkenheim, saying,
Oh yes, I will tell all the other rats I am now Prince Petunia. They will all be so jealous of my lovely dress. They will want it. They will try to steal it. I cannot trust them. No. I will have to hide the dress. I cannot show them. They will stab me and eat me. Oh wait, many of them are dead now, so...
Aren't you their leader?
Yes.
Maybe they won't recognize
They'll
him.
try to
He's in
usurp him.
such good disguise.
Oh, maybe I tell them I am Ghost and trick them.
No,
wouldn't that be funny? They are so foolish. They would think I was a ghost, just like you. They are such foolish fools.
It never even occurred to me to trick somebody like that, Rat Prince.
Oh, he's very, very mean.
You're
very,
so
very stinky.
clever.
Oh, yes. I'm very smart.
Are we going to Rat Hell?
I think we're in rat heaven,
I think
Pluto.
we're in rat.
I think
And I'm
we're
loving it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
actually loving it down here.
And as you slink back in towards town, as you board on the ferry with old Mr. Styx, who's still there, rotting away, the Rat Prince says,
Oh, yes, from here I get back to Tick-Tock Clock. Yes. I go find others. That scary place over there, they're going to try to burn you alive, but you kill them all. Yes.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
You kill them. Yes.
Killing is not always the answer, Rat Prince.
If you kill them, save some meat for me.
If any of them die, I will...
They'll be here not rotting.
We'll
When you
leave
kill
the
them all,
meat.
you leave them all in the streets.
Yeah.
I love street eats.
You love street meat?
I do. It is so good.
Deal. You have yourself a deal, Rat Prince.
we-
I mean Petunia. Prince Petunia.
It's Petunia now. If we light the paladins on fire, maybe it's like an oven.
Oh,
Oh,
charbroil.
now you're game for...
No bad ideas in brainstorming, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm in for helping out with that.
okay. As the ferry lands, the smell of embers and burning overtakes the air. There's a thick ash, and there is an acrid smell in the air. The smell of burning oil and pitch. like, and looking at the flames that are burning, there is a chemical smell coming from the flames being carried on the air. And the howls of combat and the din of battle can be heard in the distance. Always, once in a while, it's not uncommon to hear a stray scream in Drakkenheim, or a howl, or the sounds of battle in the distance. But this sounds like war.
I'm ready.
You guys ready to get in the middle of a war?
Yeah. If it means knocking some gnolls out, I'm in.
3-day vacation, jump into war. That's how it goes in Drakkenheim.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Ready, Pluto?
War is glorious. However, it is with equal weight perilous. We have to look out for each other, and we're usually not the only ones that are affected by war.
I think the play here might be to focus on killing the gnolls to grant us hopefully some favor with the paladins so that we can talk them down from burning the rest of the town.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need to go in there and start murdering paladins before we talk to them. So
definitely not.
let's help them take out the gnolls and then talk to them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pluto, I've never heard you sound so wise before, by the way. So
It's
Yeah, you're bordering on like intelligent ideas.
wow.
I can change. I can change.
No, it's good. It's good.
If we open up our map, you have just crossed the Dran River at the point marked 8 on the map. And the flames that you can see, if you see on your map where it says Temple Road and the road follows down to the south from there, the flames seem to be coming from the southernmost points there along the kind of buildings along the outskirts right now. It hasn't quite shot through all the way here, but you can see here and there, you can smell it in the air, the fires spreading, and it seems like the flames are radiating as well, as that there might be the stray building out along this way along the river that has caught fire as well. As you look down the river, you can see that several of the buildings that are furthest south along the river have been burned away. It's almost like something is working its way from the outskirts of the city inwards towards the walls, starting fires as they go.
Looks like we can see a clear path of where they've been.
Is this you?
No, I didn't start these fires, actually.
Put that map away.
Okay.
This is one of the rare cases where the incident occurring is not my fault.
These are not incidents. These are specifically made fires. They're building murderers. I'm not happy about it.
Fair.
Yeah, this feels very deliberate.
Yep.
Cool. What's your approach?
Do you want to be sneaky?
I feel like you do.
I want to try.
Oh, we can try. And because I can use Pass Without Trace to get us in there at least a little bit more sneaky than usual.
Let's move towards the Howls and Gnolls and try to flank them while they're fighting the Paladins.
Good battle tactics.
Surprise.
Yeah.
yeah.
If we can surprise them with brute force jumping out from behind the buildings and just blasting them with our magic powers.
Or magic powers.
Your magic power.
Okay, I'll take
Can I use a
them all
sword?
down. You guys just do what you do.
I'll find a vantage point.
I'll yell at them. I'll give a stern but
Distraction.
fair warning.
Thank you.
So we want to sneak in around the flank?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's
Alright.
let's chase the dog noises.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
So as long as you stay decently close to me, then
10 feet, I think.
Okay. So you head through the sprawl with Pass Without Trace,
Yeah.
heading towards the sound of battle in the air. Making your way westward towards Temple Road. You have to stay within 10 feet of them for Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
So, and how are you going to travel? Are you going to travel along rooftops? Are you going to travel along the ground? Are you going to go street to street?
I say ground, street to street.
I
Stay
say-
in the alleys.
Yeah,
Okay.
moving like between buildings
Oh,
as
it's actually
quickly as
within
possible.
30 feet.
Oh, 30
Within
feet.
30 feet? Okay, so that gives you a little bit more leadway
Yep.
in the way. Veo, as you take point, I'm going to have all of you roll me a d6.
Skull splitter. 3.
5.
4.
Okay. Veo, as you dart forward
Mhm.
across one of the wider thoroughfares, because you're taking point, I assume basically the way that you're going is you dart forward, make sure the path is clear,
Yep.
and then
Motion them along.
motion them forward.
Yep.
Creep up.
It's in this moment. Give me a perception check.
15.
Okay. As you cross across the street, all of a sudden there is a crash, and you hear the whinnying of a terrified horse
Oh.
as it stumbles forward into the street, dragging a broken rider upon it. Stumbling forward down the street and chasing after the horse, gouging into its sides, are a pack of ravenous gnolls. They have come between the streets, between you and Sebastian and Pluto. So they darted out just as you came across, right in that split-second moment. What are you going to do?
I'm going to push myself up and stop moving against the building, and I'm going to motion kind of hand in the air like this for them to stop.
And we've practiced this.
Okay.
Because before we used to just yell back and forth.
Poor Travis.
But now we're so wise to the game.
All right. Give me a dexterity check. And this is just going to see if you catch yourself fast enough to keep them in range of Pass Without Trace.
20.
Okay, you do. You can all make a stealth check with the benefits of Pass Without Trace.
Is it plus 10?
It's plus 10. Even when I roll a 2, it's 22. I'm so stealthy.
23.
23?
20.
20. Okay.
Thank you, Pass Without
Yeah,
Trace.
this is
Amazing. That's even with the disadvantage there, Pluto. Okay. So you are in one of the broken side streets, making your way towards Temple Road. There are several alleys veering off, an overturned cart in the middle, as this horse stumbles forward and cries out. As you see it come forward, you can see that the rider's head has been cleft in two. It is one of the paladins of the Silver Order, being dragged alongside on the horse. Behind it are a warband of gnolls, viciously crying out, leading several packs. It looks like there's at least 10 of them, along with a pair of their barking and howling hounds.
The Rat Prince left, right?
Yes.
He pieced out? Okay, good.
So we have to worry about him.
Well, I was going to say there's food now, but are they like ganging up on the horse, like all 10 of the gnolls? Or are they kind of all around?
They are rushing. As you sit and watch, they rush forward and they take down the horse and they begin tearing it to shreds. Yipping and laughing.
I'm motioning towards them to like not attack because there are more gnolls that we're gonna come across. This is just one pack.
Cross swords. Attack? Is that what that means?
No.
What is we didn't go over this. This is
And I go
This
like
is
this.
Clash of
And
Swords.
I also like make a motion on my neck like
Kill.
no,
Kill.
no.
Kill.
This is so easy to interpret. I'm
Clash
so
of
glad
Swords. Kill.
we...
Okay.
I wave my finger at them. I'm like,
Kill one.
Kill the first one. Kill the
first-
horse.
Kill the first one. Leave the rest for her.
Okay.
and I'm shaking my head.
No, we've got this wrong.
There's so many
I shake
knolls.
my head. I'm just like, and I point towards the area we were going.
She wants us to cross the street with the pack of gnolls.
You don't have much time to decide.
An emotion.
They're right there.
Are they paying attention to us?
They haven't seen you yet.
You want us to sneak around them? I'm with Clunk Clunk.
I grab Sebastian and I start pushing you. We're going.
Run.
Okay, you're gonna run across the street.
I'm gonna sneak across the street.
Okay, you're. Okay, so
you
you
go?
push
You're
Sebastian
push-
into
you
the
go?
street.
I
Two
stumble
of you
into
can
the
make
street.
dexterity checks to cross as fast as you can, because in this moment it's about can you get across the street fast enough, not
grab-
can you hide, because there's nowhere to hide.
I grab Pluto's hand.
Okay, make dexterity checks.
Just dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
10.
4.
Okay, so as you go to cross the street, you grab Pluto's hand, and it's like that awkward hand grab where it's just a little bit too like. Are we having a
You linked fingers. We link fingers. I go, ugh.
and Pluto stops for a second just in response to it. And the two of you look at each other, and then you look up, and then you look across the street, and right in front of you are like these gnolls that are eating the leg of a horse, and the gnolls look up, and the four of you all have a moment of like the gnolls looking at you, looking at each other, and then it's almost like the gnolls are watching as you're holding hands, and they're like, are those two guys? The gnolls have this like underneath their feral expression, there's this look of like, are they holding hands?
I look at the two gnolls and I go, are you two holding hands?
And they look at the hands of the
And I keep running. I keep running.
I'm
Okay.
going to. As I'm holding Sebastian's hand, I do the Cape of the Montebank, and I just disappear.
After I say,
And-
are you two holding hands? And they look down, we
Okay.
disappear.
Where are you going?
150 feet in front of Veo.
150 feet in front of Veo. Okay. That is going to take you into a house.
Okay, I'm gonna go just past Veo.
Okay. So you go just past Veo. Okay. Roll for initiative.
They don't know where we went. I'm throwing that out there.
We're gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
That teleporting is gonna be your first action.
Okay.
Okay.
We could have had surprise, but instead we had a hand-holding moment. Pluto and Sebastian. Friends forever.
Ooh. I wasn't ready for the linked
I
fingers.
shouldn't have gone for the linked fingers. I thought it was safer that way.
This way we can't let go.
Never let go.
We're so loud.
Veo, I blame you.
Sorry.
So this little alley right there, the one with the full rooftop, Sebastian and Pluto, that's where you're coming from. On the small alley street, yeah. And then Veo is on the other side, on the other building.
On the dilapidated, like the broken down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we're like
Probably on the edge of the house.
Middle of the street.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you tried.
I don't know why Pluto and Sebastian always have to have moments. But it's a thing.
It's definitely.
I'm so sorry. I thought we could make it.
I never thought we could make it. I was just following directions.
I thought if we waited too long, we'd have to roll more d6s. Or what if more gnolls show up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But more or less, I was like, we got to get it. We got to get moving.
We always start combat in the stupidest ways. And I love it. I love it so much.
Same.
We kind of fall into combat.
We always
Have we ever surprised anyone?
No, we always think we have a plan, and then we always make it worse. We make it so bad.
It's always halfway between Veo's like, okay, we can outrun this, and then you guys are unsure. And then you try to like, okay, maybe I'll be... Nope.
We doubt ourselves for just a split second.
Veo's just
I was
like,
ready to drop a spell on those guys.
Okay, what do we got?
16.
13.
19. Yeah. Yeah. I should just stop trying to be sneaky with you guys.
Or you know what? You should just worry about being sneaky on your own. Like, I appreciate the... But maybe I'm holding you back, even with your sneakiness.
The question, they didn't see Veo.
They did not see Veo. They did not see her. She is hidden from them.
Oh.
Does that mean Veo gets a surprise?
She doesn't get surprised because combat has started before she could initiate it.
Yeah.
Yep, she would need to have been the initiator to gain surprise in this situation.
Instead, we were the initiators with our hand.
You initiated it. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, so you can see the alleyway, and the two of you stuck in the middle of the street there, and then the whole pack of gnolls going over the horse.
Oh, you have that new ring.
Veo,
Yes.
you're first to go.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I am going to use my feline agility because I want to try to get around the back of the gnolls, so I can go 60. Double my speed, so I get 60 feet. So if I can make my way around the side of this building here. Can I get that? How many feet's that? Oh, yeah. How many feet's that?
That is 55.
55? Okay. And I'm going to take my 3 shots on my first turn using my Dread Ambusher.
Okay.
There's a gnoll
Actually, I guess
there.
there's a gnoll.
Yep. You can see that the two gnolls that were feasting on the horse are noticeably larger than the others, and they are partially albino.
Okay.
Their fur like a gray-white. Their fangs longer than the others.
And they're beside.
They're the
another
ones
enemy?
that are tearing. Yeah, they're the two. They're the two naked gnolls of my miniatures. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shot at one of them because they're as long as they're within 5 feet of one another.
They are not within 5
Oh.
feet of one another.
Okay.
They're on other sides of the horse. Yeah.
Are the 2 gnolls in the middle within 5 feet? I just want to see if there's anybody right beside each other.
No, they're mostly all pretty spread out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna take at the gnolls feasting on the horse,
Okay.
and I will start with the one closest to me and take some shots using my longbow.
Cool.
Let's do it. Oh, 6.
The shot flies right wide past the gnoll.
Do you get advantage on your first shot, or am I
Yeah,
making
because
that
she
up?
was hidden. Yep. You do have advantage on the first
okay.
shot.
Hold on. Oh, then 17.
That should hit. Yeah.
Ba-bam.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
Okay. Just checking out my stuff. 18 damage.
The arrow whistles past the other gnolls and strikes the gnoll in its upper shoulder, and it howls out, dropping the piece of horse meat.
Take another shot at it.
Okay.
God, it's horse meat.
18.
That hits,
Nice.
splitting the first arrow.
20 damage.
that leaves it bloodied.
Oh gosh.
So a spurt of blood as the arrow goes clean through, splitting the previous arrow.
Which guy is that? Is that this guy up here on the rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
That is also a perfect hit.
19 damage.
The last shot goes right through his eyeball, fires out the other side,
Damage.
and
This is rocking.
and as you see the arrow whistle into the building behind it, with the eyeball still like spinning in it, pulling out the socket, and actually pulling out like brain matter out the back as the arrow just swiftly sings through the air.
Well, I can see we're not needed here, so...
Yep, so the big one on the rock is just totally dead.
And for my last move, because I actually had an extra 10 feet with my Durand ambusher, so that gives me 80 feet total. I'm going to move back. You said it was 55, so as much as I can move back. Yes.
Nice.
Might
Sneaky,
have a
sneaky.
nice shot through the windows.
Oh, cool.
Pluto, you're up.
I'm holding hands with my best friend,
Hey, bud.
and we're going to dimension door past Veo, over here by the back of the building.
Cool. Pop. You can go much farther if you wanted to. In fact, you can go totally off the board.
I'm gonna hide behind that. We're gonna hide behind that building.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you. You're coming. And then motion to Veo as she comes back around the corner.
Okay. Sebastian.
So we're trying to avoid this fight?
Well, I mean, at least now we're together like a family.
So I shouldn't...
I mean, you do you.
Oh, man, I don't know what to do with my turn right now because I don't know where we're at. We just teleported all the way over here.
If you can die.
Are we... Like, I look at you and I'm like, are we leaving?
And I make a motion of a yes!
Okay. I'm gonna dash. Oh, which way? Which way am I going?
The way we were going.
Yeah.
We were heading this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I should have kept running, but I was just standing there, and I turn around, and you're gone. You're like, I'm like, oh.
All right. Which way are you going to go?
I dash in this direction.
Okay. As you dash around the house into the next street, there's another group of 12 gnolls crossing the street as well.
Can I stop and like run back?
Like you literally turn around the corner and are like, and you see them immediately. There's 12 more of them right over there. Give me a, because you turn to dash. They see you.
Oh no.
And one of them perks up and just is and starts barking in your direction, and many of the gnolls begin to turn to pursue.
I run back to Pluto and I grab him. There are so many more gnolls. We have so many problems right now. I need you to stab as many things as you can. Have I used my action to dash?
Yeah, because you ran out and then you ran back.
I jump inside this building.
Okay, you smash through the what remains of the glass in there, and you jump inside the building.
This is amazing.
Okay.
Wow. We did real good.
I need to get more gnolls.
I warn you and then jump.
Veo,
into
we
it.
just need to give you 25 more uninterrupted turns, and we'll be done this encounter.
No, you just need to fireball them, Sebastian.
I'm working on a good collection. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for
The group,
the group.
the grouping.
I want to use my sneak attack.
You get sneak attack if either of us are engaged with an enemy. Yep.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that you're engaged or that they're together?
No, if we are
Engaged
with an enemy,
Oh.
you get.
So yeah,
sneak attack.
we can start.
So start picking
Shoot.
off any enemies that are fighting Pluto.
I'll go fight
It
things.
says if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
And
Enemy of the target.
Yeah.
We're the enemies of the target.
Unless you want to shoot me.
Okay.
I have like another 10 Knoll miniatures somewhere, but I don't know where I put them.
Oh shucks! Looks like there's only a few more Knolls coming.
Yeah, so we'll put these 4 out over here for now. Actually, werewolves, but don't worry about it. They're not werewolves, though.
Dogs, nonetheless.
Cool. Yeah, so 4 more of the Knolls. Oh, you kicked down the door, I guess, eh? Yeah. So 4 more of
Close it behind.
the Knolls show up, and one of them runs up to the window.
Oh no! I didn't
and-
see the window.
There's a window.
I close the door and look over. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god, a window!
And there's still like a bit of glass on the window, so the Knoll just like presses its face up against it. And you know the way that like a dog presses its face up against the glass, and it starts licking the glass,
And it's, like,
and then
breathing.
it punches the glass, and it breaks through, and the other Knolls begin howling and snarling as well.
Pluto!
Next up,
You're safe in there, right?
No!
What did we do?
Oh my god!
We wanted to fight things.
Ooh, dogs.
Did they smell me?
now. Several of these Knolls begin turning around in pursuit. It seems like you can't see it from here, although Veo, you can kind of see it. Several of the Knolls that are further down the street are more content to dogpile the corpse of the horse, as these others have turned around and taken interest in the group of you, on the other hand. Excellent. Go to the top of the round with Veo.
Are those dogs based with me? Beside me, Monty?
They are.
They are?
Yep.
Okay.
The 2 death dogs lurch down the alleyway, dashing all the way up to you and Pluto.
Okay. I cast Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and so that way I don't get opportunity attacks. I'm gonna climb up the building to get to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
How far up is it?
This one is only a 1-story building, so it's about 15 feet to get up to the next floor. Yeah, 10, 12 feet, yeah.
And then I take my aim at the dog that's actually closest to Pluto
Okay.
Ooh.
and take 2 shots.
Cool. I will grant you advantage due to your elevated position.
Oh, sweet. 22 to hit.
Yes. You hit it squarely in the back.
You get sneak attack.
I get sneak attack?
Anytime that you have advantage, you get sneak attack, and anytime that it is engaged with one of your
Forgetting
friends.
about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I get more dice. And
Just
Extra-
want to help you do all the damage you
extra
can
D8
do.
from Zephyr Strike.
Oh my gosh.
Because she needs more damage, right?
Oh man.
She's taking it out on this dog.
The Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue is a really nice combo.
I'm nasty.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
31 damage. Wow.
Wait, that wasn't even a critical hit.
Nope.
Okay, so this vicious arrow rips through the spine of this monstrous 2-headed death dog, and it seems like one of the heads might actually be dead from the shot, but the rest of the dog is continuing to go based on the remainder of the other brain and spine. So there's just a slavering limp head on one side.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna take aim at the other dog. Because Pluto, you can take care of the dying one.
Leaving
And-
scraps for Pluto to clean up.
Thanks, Veo.
You're welcome. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, indeed.
How often can you sneak attack?
Once
I think
per
it's
turn.
Once per turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 damage.
And the second head is not alive anymore either. The dog collapses in a heap.
Oh, sorry. I was hitting the one that was closest to me.
The
so,
other one? Okay.
Yeah.
So 17 damage on
Spreading
both.
it out.
Okay.
Spread
Yeah.
out the love.
Okay. Okay. Pluto, you're up.
I'm gonna take a swing at the the half dog, the regular dog,
You swing around the corner.
Okay.
and I crit it.
What happens?
It's-
I don't think it's going to survive.
I chop both heads off. I just give it the one, and I'm using
Nice.
my longsword right now.
Nice.
And you hear me, and I'm like, save those for gold.
Oh yeah, we gotta. If we survive this, we're gonna have so much gold, and then I'm gonna rush the other dog at
Okay.
the bottom of the right below Veo. And balance of the universe. I got a 1.
Perfectly balanced is all things.
And I'm gonna shield slam it into the wall with a 8. Or sorry, 9.
It stays up.
Okay.
That four-legged power.
No.
Sebastian, you're up. The gnolls are rattling at the windows and clawing at the doors. What are you going to do?
I jump through this window. Is there glass in this window?
Yeah.
Oh. Can
You could just crash right through it if you want to.
I do an action hero jump through this window
Glass spills out all over the street.
and I come out the other end like, oh god.
You do take 2 points of slashing damage.
That was way not as cool as it.
Make an acrobatics check to
Oh,
not land
boy.
prone.
Paper cut.
I got an 18.
Yeah, you land on your feet.
Congratulations.
I'm only bleeding a little bit. Oh god, and I am going to... Okay, first of all, can I quicken my special casting of darkness? Is that something I can do, using the sorcery points to cast darkness as a quicken spell? Or is that too many things?
I don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to say yes. for
Okay.
now. Yeah, because that's a very hefty investment of sorcery points for one thing.
Yeah. How many sorcery points is that gonna cost you?
Because I know you can't apply meta magic more than once, but it's not... Yeah. File this one under... Let's look this up after the game.
Okay.
But yes,
So-
for now.
I cast darkness on me as a quicken spell.
Oh, my.
And then I'm also going to... One second. I'm going to pull out the fireball scroll.
Oh, baby.
And I'm going to use it on this crowd over here.
Okay, what a good way to get around the 2 actions per turn thing. Okay,
Fire.
So-
burns.
I have...
Fire.
You pull out the scroll of fireball. Oh, and you can see in the darkness, so you can read the words on the page in front of you. And you let it rip. A low blossom of flame erupts out of the field of darkness, colliding into the street and sending a massive explosion rippling through the streets. The gnolls, ooh, 2 of them save, but 2 of them fail, and the long fang actually succeeds the save.
It's okay.
Sweet mother of pancakes.
I need to borrow 1d6. Thank you. It's 8, right?
You have that lovely little roller.
It's 8d6 for fireball, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. And bam. I'm going to use meta magic. I'm going to use my empowered spell to reroll these ones.
File that one under, look that up too, but I'm going to allow it.
Oh, on a scroll using empowered.
Yeah, I don't know. I know, but sure.
I'm doing a lot of I don't knows.
Yeah.
And we're just going to have to roll with it until we see what happens.
Roll with it.
Haha. So that's
I don't get it.
12, 14, 17, 21,
There it is.
24, 29, 35.
That's almost one bolt from.
Yeah, that's almost one shot
That's
from
almost
Veo.
one Veo shot.
But on
But to
multiple
all of them,
targets.
yeah. So 2 of them are completely incinerated
Well done.
by the fireball.
Thank you.
Thank you, Skulls.
It rolled a 6.
Yes.
The remainder are left bloodied.
Well, guys, I just blew through almost all my sorcery points for that one
Except
move.
for the Long Fang, who is singed, but managed to duck and roll.
But I didn't use a single spell slot.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's really good.
Okay, we move on to the Death Dogs. So this thing is fighting blind, so it's going to attack with its disadvantage, biting out at Pluto,
Hi.
getting a 14 to hit, and a big old crit turned into a miss. Not that it would have mattered. Can you repost in darkness when you can't see? Do you need to be able to see to do it?
Boop, 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 boop. When a creature misses you with a melee attack.
Okay.
But I guess I would have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you would have disadvantage on the attack.
What a 11?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, you feel this dog like lurch out towards you.
We're
and you
swinging at each
swing,
other.
Yeah, you swing wildly. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay. I like this. Okay. Reeling from the fireball, the gnolls up here they'll leap up
Oh!
towards Veo and catching Veo
Why is
outside
that a
the
whip?
darkness. And it swings around. It kind of pulls itself up with its limbering limbs, and you can see that it's with its thick claws. It can climb up as well, just as well as you. So it climbs right up, and it catches sight of you, and it pulls out its flail, and it swings it around in a wide arc, getting a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, the 19. It's going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Do I get
Yeah.
knocked off the edge?
No, it's just attacking you. It's not trying to push you. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. As it does so, one of the other gnolls follows suit. It doesn't climb quite as well as the other. So it manages to climb up. But it doesn't have enough space to get over to you. The other gnoll here is very confused by his darkness. Does not know what to make of it. These gnolls over here don't know what to make of it either. So, crashing and barking,
mess with
this
their
gnoll
heads.
climbs in the building. However, these gnolls clamber up on the rooftop. So they're going to climb up like this and kind of see what's going on, because they're very confused by this area of darkness. So they've climbed up on top of the roof, and they just see this blob of darkness, and then they see a cat on the other way. So they get up on top, they see the darkness below them, and then they see a little cat. And the other gnolls will continue to devour that corpse over there.
divide and conquer. Guys, divide and conquer.
Veo, you are up.
Okay. I take one look at the knolls on the rooftop, and I want to take 2 shots where I am at the one that's right on top here. So I'm just like, aiming practice.
When you say divide and conquer, you mean focus fire.
I mean, divide the group. See? If they were all attacking us at once, that'd be bad. But yes, focus fire in the divided and conquered groups.
I just adjusted the camera there for everyone. I hope that doesn't make anyone sick.
So I'm gonna hit this guy right here with my 2 shots. And that is a 19 to hit.
Which one are you attacking?
This guy right on the building here.
Right on the building. I'm gonna give him cover, but I don't think that that's gonna save him. No, it
Nothing
Let's
saves
double-check my-
them from Veos.
Oh yeah, because you ignore cover with
Assault.
sharpshooter.
I ignore
Yeah.
partial cover and 3/4 cover.
Yeah, that doesn't help him at all.
Nope. So 19 to hit.
Oh my.
Okay. Do you still have Zephyr Strike in effect?
I do, yes.
Okay.
That is a 21 damage.
That slays him outright, shooting him off the roof, and he tumbles down the back.
And I'm going to take a shot at the other knoll right on top here.
Okay.
17.
That will hit as well. Ooh.
19 damage. And
Hanging
then
on by a hair, though.
with Zephyr Strike still in effect, I'm going to climb down the side of the building into the darkness.
Okay. Nice.
Just the edge.
Pluto, what are you going to do?
There's a knoll in the building behind us.
Mm-hmm.
There's a knoll in the hallway, and there's big bad guy.
Yeah, but you can't see anything because you're in complete darkness.
There's still that dog in front of you
You
somewhere.
can hear the noises all around you of them howling and yipping.
Okay.
And you know that they're approaching close, and you kind of you sense the light footsteps of Veo stepping into the darkness. So you know there's nothing in the immediate area. What are you going to do?
My pitter
And I
patter.
can't see out of the darkness, can I?
No.
I'm gonna just swing at this dog that I knew was kind of like right around. 15.
Yeah, that will hit.
For 10 damage.
You feel it whimper and wince and die.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Swinging my sword blindly in the dark. Because that's what I do, because I'm a safety guy.
Anything else, Pluto?
No.
Okay.
No. I can't see anything, so I'm not gonna throw anything. It's my song.
Sebastian.
All right. I'm gonna back up a bit.
Oh no!
Leaves.
It's so dark and
The
I can see
darkness
everything.
recedes.
Oh,
Okay.
way over there. Okay.
Okay.
We're just like, what?
I want you guys to be able to see and fight.
I really
And
appreciate you.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray first at this guy up here,
Okay.
and I have advantage, right?
Yeah, because he can't see you.
Get
I am going to give him partial cover, so that's going to be +2 AC for him. Though.
That's okay. I have Elven Accuracy, so I'm just
it's
gonna.
crit.
That's good that I have Elven Accuracy because that was a 1 and a 7.
Wow.
Oh, good. We got an 8, so 16. 16?
That does it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ow, ow.
Fire burns.
Like a hot knife through butter.
That's going to be for 6 damage.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we
I'm
go.
going to take
Here we go.
another shot at him.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
26.
Nice.
10
Nice.
damage.
Woo!
Yeah.
That leaves him bloodied.
And with my final shot, I line him up and hit him right in the chest with another bolt of fire for... There we go. I hit him
Nice.
for 10 more damage.
Well done.
He's still alive. As
Ah!
covered in
25?
burning
26 damage?
fire, this insane knoll continues to fight on, and it is their turn.
So brave.
They clamber off the rooftops.
Now I've left you all exposed. You're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
I thought I was hindering you, but now I regret.
See, I like to out of the shadow, into the shadow.
Oh no!
You just get dogpiled.
I'm really glad I used all my actions last turn.
They leap down upon the newly exposed prey. They don't know what to make of that fiery blackness, but they'll deal with it after they've eaten. They leap down, pulling out their flensing blades, and they each attack both these two twice.
Here we go.
Veo, you suffer a critical hit.
Woo!
and 2 critical hits.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
You need new dice.
Yeah. So the 2 gnolls, these 2 gnolls leap down from the roof with their blades.
It's like a surprise attack.
Yeah, and they come down. They take out their these like really rusted, flensing, almost meat hook like blades.
Hope my tetanus
And
is up to date.
Their first attack, it's almost like a synchronized thing because their second attack goes wide, and you basically jump, and then the two blades come in like a pair of scissors and slice deep into your torso. If the blades moved any further, they might have sliced you in half.
That's a
I
lot
get
of
scared
dice.
when you pick up that much dice. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Okay.
You take 30 points of damage.
Oh, see, I'm still alive.
Oh my goodness. Veo!
Son of a biscuit!
I'm coming, Veo. I'm coming.
Oh boy. I'm about to run away.
Okay,
Oh, run away.
I get rid of it. Run to the darkness.
I know.
Pluto.
Yes. For
The first
Caspia.
to attack you. The first one gets a pair of 18. Both get 22. 2 22s to hit.
Ow.
The other, oh my god, another 22 and a 23. All 4 of those were 18s
all
and 19s on the
those hit.
dice.
My new armor. There's one weak spot, and they all found it.
You take 28 points of damage from all 4 attacks that hit.
Ow. I accept.
Then
willingly.
the Long Fang attacks.
Guys, what have I done? I shouldn't have walked.
It gets a 18 and a 23.
You just see your friends
Yeah,
get
18
obliterated before
misses.
your eyes.
Max damage. So that is going to be 18 points of damage.
Ow.
Or sorry, no, I mathed wrong. 16 points.
It's okay. Oh, it's
I'm
fine.
pretty bloodied.
And it's and as it howls out, letting out a keening howl, it comes in with one final bite,
Hey.
getting a 19 to hit.
Miss. Thank goodness.
New armor.
I'm going to repost the bite
Okay.
to maybe mitigate some of it. 23
That hits.
Nice.
for $13.
As it comes in to bite you, it goes wide, you twist, and you shove the sword right up through the bottom of its jaw, tearing the front of its face open by cutting through the snout.
Yeah.
So the Long Fang is killed.
Which one's the long thing with the
Yeah,
whip?
the crazy naked one. Yeah. In its death howl, though, the other gnolls drop the meat and begin moving towards the rest of you.
How far can they move?
They dash and they get into the building.
You got the reach.
They're coming to get you. Ooh.
Good, that looks safe.
Uh-oh.
Building.
Okay, we have
Cool, that's where we're at. Top of the round with Veo.
All right.
I need you to make concentration checks for Zephyr Strike. Actually, can you make it? Yeah, you need to get a DC, 2 DC 15s. Concentration on Zephyr Strike.
2?
Yeah. No, it goes down.
okay.
Okay. So I lost my Zephyr Strike, but I'm gonna redo my Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I need to get out of there. Oh, gosh.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay. And I'm going to scurry up towards this building right in front of me away from these 2 gnolls and climb
Okay.
up. So I get, you said it's 15 feet up.
Mhm.
I get, it's 20 or 15 plus, I get an extra 30 with my Zephyr Strike. Yep, okay. So I'm going to stay there for now. I'm going to take a shot at this gray one right in front of me with advantage from my Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here. Woo! That is a 22.
22 is a hit. So you leap out of the way. As they pull away their blades, you utter another spell under your breath and scurry back up the wall and shoot back down at them.
So I get my extra damage from Zephyr Strike and sneak attack because I had
Yep.
advantage from Zephyr Strike. Okay, and that is a good 30 damage.
So he's blown away. Oh, the damage is just dropping tonight. Oh, it's so good.
I'm
Love it. Love the big numbers.
And
Lots
I'm
of
gonna
pain.
take my second attack against this other
Blood on
gnoll
the
that was there.
streets.
It's
Not-
just
Oh, crit!
That's a crit.
oh.
Skull splitter dice, yes! Crit. Okay.
I'd say only that's the first one for team players tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had one. I had
landed.
one.
Yeah,
it.
you had a crit earlier. But we just forget about Pluto.
All I did was kill a dog.
27 damage.
So that's a headshot. It pins him to the ground
Imagine if I
through
got
his
it on my
head.
last one.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Pass me the minis though. I'm gonna need them next round.
And then
Why though?
Oh.
But
I
why
still
though?
have a little bit of movement, so I'm gonna move back furthest I can inside the house. I think I can move
'Kay.
another 15 feet.
Veo from up here, it does not look good. There are more gnolls in the next street over.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
That's me.
Pluto.
I'm a little surrounded, so I'm gonna start swinging. We be swinging. I'm gonna first attack the one behind me. Ooh, 16. So I did precision strike on that for 11 damage.
That bloodies it.
I'm gonna swing him at him again. F 16 again for 13 damage.
It cuts him down. 2 quick swipes. The first swipe doesn't quite get all the way through. The second one does.
I'm going to action surge and keep on swinging.
Nice.
And I'm gonna swing at this one right in front of me.
Wild dice.
Come on, skull splitter.
I've got an idea.
I need you right now, baby.
Me too.
23
Yeah.
to hit. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, for 12.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And 14 to hit.
With your surge of action, you cut down a pair of gnolls. Their bloodied remains. And in the bottom now, there's just tons of gnolls that are bleeding out. And there's still the old street gutters that are here. And you can just hear over the din of it all, the sound of the gnolls bleed, like all their corpses bleeding out into the street and draining down like the drain.
I'm going to wildly, so I turn around and I start just mashing on the one behind me, and then I spin. He took a couple of shots at me, but I got my shield up, and then I start hacking him, and then I book it into the shadows.
Is this guy still alive?
He took...
No, he's dead.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he killed 2. Okay.
Help me, Sebastian! Shadow, save me! Oh, and I'm going to bonus action...
Second win. Yep.
Sebastian steps over in front of Pluto and yells,
Got me 11.
"You gnolls should be afraid of the dark." And I pull out my wand and I cast Cone of Fear.
Ooh.
And it should hit the rest of the gnolls. It's a 60-foot
There
cone.
is a cone.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, we got it all.
Look at that cone.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Ice cream cone.
There you go. There's my Cone
Okay,
of Fear.
Twisty cone. And by twist, I mean their fear.
Cone. Comes in many flavors.
How many are still alive?
1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like.
And they got to make wisdom saving throws?
Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
They all fail. As a keening wail, like that of a banshee, erupts from the wand, sending out waves of psychic fear, and the gnolls are crushed under the despair of it.
Flee, you fools!
Crushed
Cool.
physically or emotionally?
Emotionally.
Emotionally, the gnolls begin running out into the street, and as they run into the street, you can hear this galloping building forward. As suddenly, horse hooves crash down the street and run the gnolls down. The hooves of about what sound like 6 riders stop and crush the gnolls as they run out into the street. They stop for a moment and they say, and you hear one of the riders stop. I think there were more down the alley over there. Let's take a look.
I come out, but I still have darkness, so I guess a mass of darkness comes out from the alleyway and goes, "Wait, we've taken care of them down here."
Their blades point towards the darkness, and they say, "What manner of fiend are you? Show your face."
"Oh, my apologies." And I snap my fingers, and the darkness just kind of goes all up into me. It's kind of weird. I just like absorb the darkness back inside of me. My name's Sebastian Crowe, and I'm here to kill gnolls.
As the darkness fades, they see the bloody mess in the street behind you of the corpses of like a dozen gnolls there. And the riders turn to you and say, one of them, all of them are mounted upon barded steeds. So the horses are armored, and they have white and silver livery with the mark of a blazing sun upon it. These are knights of the Silver Order. They have all their visors are closed. They're wearing great helms that mask their faces almost completely, and and they all have plumes of silver horsehair coming up the top of it. And across all of them, you can see the blood and mat and soot as well on them, because 2 of them on their horses, the riders are not carrying blades, but on their backs are these, mounted on the backs of the horses with the riders, are these large barrels. And there are several cables and hoses that have been attached to the barrel on the back of the horse. It's probably about the size of a cask, a small cask of ale, like something that you could carry out. 2 of them stacked together, and the nozzle ends in the riders, instead of carrying swords, have these long lances, but the lances, instead of being pointed, end in an open flange, and set underneath like a bayonet on the lance is a long torch of flame. So set on the bottom of this nozzled and hosed lance is this this weird torch. So they hold them straight up, and you can see that beside them there seems to be some sort of lever or some other contraption on the side of the lance.
Oh man.
Looks like that's what they're using to burn down the place.
Once again, my name is Sebastian Crowe. These are my comrades. This is Veo Sjena from Drakkenheim. And this is Pluto Jackson of Caspia.
I have a visor too.
He has a visor too.
One of the knights opens up his visor, and it's one of those styles of visor where like the middle face just opens up, and you see this
I love those ones.
This man with this handlebar mustache, he says, "Well met. I'm Virgil of the Silver Order. What are you doing out in these streets here? You kill all those gnolls?"
We did indeed. We were out here hunting gnolls. This is, we're kind of the cleanup crew for Drakkenheim.
You mercenaries? You treasure hunters? What manner are you folk out here?
You can put a yes next to both of those questions, but there's probably a long list of things that we are or are not, so...
You're in the middle of our warpath.
What business do you have waging war in Drakkenheim?
Listen, we're about to set another fire break right up here. There's more gnolls coming this way. We ain't got time to talk. So, if you want to, you and your friends hop on back of the horse. We're riding back to our camp. It'll be safe there. You're welcome to come with us right now because the gnolls, they're all up like a nest of bees right now, and we got to set another flame barrier before we get going.
You've been burning a lot of our city today.
Yeah.
We're a little concerned about that. We saw the fire from a little ways away. We came to check it out.
Listen, we got to get going right now because there's at least 3 dozen more gnolls right behind us. You can either stay here and leave it to your own devices, but I assure you, son, you're going to die if you stay here, or you can come with us now.
Do a weird hold of my hand. We're going. Hail, friend. Thank you. We'll come.
We don't hold hands like this that often.
I'm still up in the top, and I'm just like,
But we do.
You do you.
Today.
yeah,
We're not judgmental folk. Well, we are. We're paladins, but not in that way.
I say we go with them for now. Then take us to your leader so we can talk to them about you burning down our city.
As you come up on the horse, we're doing what needs to be done. This city, we need to get into the center of the city, and we have got no control of this situation in these twisting little windy streets where ambushes can come out of nowhere. So the Lord Commander's decreed we're going to burn the streets on our way to the warpath before we take over Temple Gate. We're headed that way. In the next couple days, we're going to be taking back this territory. We'll rebuild new, but the fire will give us the perfect soil to build up again from.
Listen, a lot of people have said that they think they're doing good, but they end up being on the bad side of history. So you guys better be careful about how much you burn down the city.
They're saying this as you're riding past them on the horses, as you're riding past. And as you look out, what they have done is as you ride down Temple Road, they set up a flame break. So they have dug a dirt trench ahead in the street, and they are doing controlled burning of the city block by block. And as you ride past, you can see there are several of these Silver Order knights that have dismounted, and they have the big lances, and they pull the lever back on the nozzle, and something fires in the tanks on their backs, and a gout of flame alights, sending out what looks like a spray of flame, and this acrid smell of oil or gas or some kind that's spraying out and sending the buildings just burning up in torchwork. And saying, we're only trying to do what's right for this city. We're going to take it back, but we're doing what's necessary and what needs to be done. But you can talk to if you got words to say. If you're a local, you've been living here. Cavalry's here now. We're here to help.
Looks like a lot of people have opinions on what's right, and by the looks of it, looks like this whole thing is heating up in a way that I don't necessarily appreciate.
I like how you snuck a little Nuke and Pave. What are they from? Where are they from again?
They're from Illyria.
Illyria, the Illyria way.
I have to say, Virgil, for a war-hungry pyromaniac, I really like your mustache.
Thank you. It's a style in Illyria. Really does me well.
I believe it.
Pluto, I think I still have issues with paladins.
Yeah, it's fair. But we have to figure out who's ordering this and how we can shut it down.
Let's go talk to the commander, because I think he'd be the one where you can maybe talk some
He
sense
may not
into.
be. Yeah, they just don't know the Drakkenheim way. They didn't even kick the horse when they came here.
Yeah, Virgil, did you kick the horse?
Gotta kick
Did you
the
guys
horse.
even kick the horse, or did you just burn it?
You didn't burn the horse.
Did you
He shows you ashes to ashes after all, and as you pass by, there is a pile of rattling corpses and horses that several of the knights are lighting aflame. There are rattlings, gnolls, several fish people, other creatures that are all been piled up, and they're burning the corpses.
I hate these guys.
Like, technically, these are monsters of Drakkenheim, but we still have some sort of, I feel like, a connection.
I feel
to
like he
them.
just burned a bunch of our friends.
Yeah.
This is like when the loggers come into like a rainforest that we made friends with in the rainforest.
Yeah.
And they're killing all the...
Virgil, some good you're doing. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think the subtext is being caught here. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
As I look down at the pile of dead friends.
Don't you worry, boys. The light will shine over Drakkenheim again.
This one's a girl.
Sorry,
Technically a cat.
I can't tell. You're a cat lady.
Rude.
True.
That's where we'll end for tonight.
You're killing all our friends.
And some of our enemies. So I'm still
yeah.
I have mixed feelings about Virgil.
Yeah, it's true. They just killed Knowles. I wouldn't be mad about it, but you don't have to burn all the houses. People were living there.
We can use this to our advantage. We can find a way to... I want a flamethrower. Now I've said it. I want a horse and a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Come on, Virgil, hook me up, bud.
Yes.
Am I proficient in flamethrowers?
Why not?
So we'll end there. A big thank you, as always, to you, our viewers, for watching, and to our awesome cast for playing, and to our amazing friend Kyle for running things behind the scenes. Seems like we had a couple flubs and flips with Twitch tonight, but I think we got the recording in okay. That wasn't your fault there, Kyle, was it? No, it's all good.
No, never.
Never.
So the recording should be up here on Friday. So if any of you did watch tonight and have any technical difficulties, had to refresh the stream or anything like that, we got everything recorded, so you should be able to catch up. And we got a few shout outs and thank yous to send out, don't we?
Yeah, if you are enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, you can check out our Patreon. You can do that by following the links below or finding us at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
Yeah. As we mentioned at the break, we have started a Discord chat for our patrons and are thinking about other ways that we can expand that and build a little bit more of a community. We love chatting with everybody and hanging out. So if you do have any questions about just rules, if you just want to be like, is my character any good? How can I make them more interesting? We actually love to chat about that kind of stuff. So just leave a comment.
Whose voice was that?
I actually don't know, but you know what?
It could be one of you.
Unknown.
That could be your voice.
I have to remember that voice for it. I'll have to
Mysterious
use that.
NPC.
It could be your voice. Tell me about your character, and I'll add them into the show. As long as you're willing to use this weird voice.
Like a circus guy. I picture a guy that runs a circus or some sort of weird animal.
Yeah, something like that. And of course, we got new videos coming every Thursday as well on YouTube. So make sure you check out this Thursday's episode where we're going to be talking about Exploration 101. How to get that sweet exploring going on. And As well, don't forget to follow the links below to enter the giveaway contest for the free set of dice, courtesy of Skull Splitter, who have sponsored this episode. They're sending out a free set of dice to one of our lucky viewers, and if you follow us here on Twitch or subscribe to us on YouTube, you just have to click to confirm your entry. Again, we don't spam you, we don't send you out anything like that. You get a +1 bonus if you follow us on Twitter as well. So check that out, or you can use the discount code DDUDES at checkout if you want to pick up some Skull Splitter dice right away to save 15% off your order.
Nice.
Oh, and a big thank you to Tabletop Audio for providing tonight's background music. Thank you again.
And a big thank you to 100 Years Boar for providing that awesome voiceover of our intro video. Thank you so much.
And our game accessories were generously provided by Axe and Shield. If you saw the initiative tracker, and hopefully soon you'll see some cool flight stands and other things.
Oh yeah, I got a plan for those coming up soon.
Oh, good.
And of course we use terrain from Dwarven Forge. This is our lovely city builder system that you saw tonight, and the miniatures were WizKids figures from the Icons of the Realms line. Those are all my cool gnolls, and our PC miniatures are Hero Forge. So if you're interested in where all that comes from, check it out. That wraps it up for this evening. We will see you all next week back here in the ruins of Drakkenheim. Thank you, and have a good night.
I'm a new NPC.